signal to the furthest reaches of space. A message asking why, without a reply, floating endlessly. All of the faces that pass in front of me. All of the solid colors that make up the how and why of you and me. Of you and me.
Hey now, what's up everybody? We are here. It is time. Saturday night's all right for fighting is what I always say. And we are back after a week off. Hello Atlas, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I didn't know we were fighting, but I'm ready to go. Hydrated.
Yes, always ready to rock here on the Saturday nights. And as usual, we have a three-parter to get through today. This new three-part arc. That we've been starting here, and that's the king.
They love it.
So here's where we stand. Let's get the timeline so we know where we're at. So today we are watching from something from November 7th of 2013. So I know the numbers are small there, but I will make sure you know. We are just about after Evil AJ's This Say You Don't Play. We're right about where that second peak is. So after Evil AJ's This How You Don't Play, it actually reinvigorated interest in DSP, as you can see, and it got a little spike there. And then it goes back down. Then we get that second spike. We're just about at that second spike now in terms of timeline, which, of course, should be... I need to work on a new one because that'd be pretty hyped to go through all this. But, yeah, that is where we're at now. Also, tomorrow, I don't know if you've heard, someone known as... the one, the only June the King will be on That Being Said, 11:30 a.m. And that should be pretty hype. And, let's get your Atlas. You have a special. Any question that you would ask if you had a chance at Sir King or Sir June, however you want to reference him.
Do I have to?
You don't have to. No. You can just say fuck it.
All right, I don't want to.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. All right, cool. But, yeah, it should be fun. We got a lot of questions. We did have a community tab up. So if you want to tell us a question to ask him, and I worded it exactly the same as DSP if you didn't notice. It was like, we have formally officially announced that we have acquired Sir June interview, whatever the fuck he said. But Loa Snackbar has a question. June, why are you gay? Okay, that could work. I will start with that. Actually,
we'll use that one instead of mine. Whatever I was going to say is worse than that. So
that's
just ask
fine.
that one instead.
Yeah, that's a good opening. Good opener, icebreaker as they call it in the business. But anyways, I've set it off already. Let's get to it. Big ups Jasper the Cat and Babyman Gaming for the busting. Big ups. Ask him if his mom knows. Okay, it's evolving here. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. 2 questions.
yeah, definitely. I'll get to all those. Anyways, let's get to it. November 7th, 2013. Ask the King. Go. Oh. Hello.
Okay. All right.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, 15 seconds of this. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was jumping the gun.
Hello. Okay.
All right.
And we're still going. I am not paused.
This rocks.
20 seconds. I am not paused. Holy shit. 21 seconds now. 3 intros.
3 intros. The first one's 22 seconds.
Nice. Oh.
Had to bring it back.
Oh, and he is muted again. Fantastic.
Oh.
Great. Very cool. Very chill, interactive.
This was a classic ALT blunder.
No, it's not me. It is not me. I promise you.
I did it again. I've done this before.
Told ya.
Again. All right. Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, editing style. What?
Nope. I'm calling it right now. He did that on purpose. Don't you think?
That's lame.
I agree with you, but I think that's what happened. I really think that's what we just saw. That is so sad.
I don't want to waste time, but now I want to inspect his fake miming for a little bit.
Yeah, let's go back. Okay, because remember, if you were here 2 weeks ago, we went to episode 37, and he started with a mute, all right? And that was totally unplanned. But this one, the very next month, I really think this was planned. But will you tell me? Let's see. All right, let's do it here.
I don't know. He's really talking.
He's kind of overdoing it a bit. Looking to see.
He's looking over a lot.
Look. There was no reaction to it. Okay, watch. He looks so many times over, right? Which would show him that he is muted, but it just takes a magical last look for him to say, "Oh wait, I'm muted." It doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is so dumb, but just watch it one more time. He looks over so many times, and then all of a sudden, the 18th look over, he realizes it. I don't buy it. right?
18th times the charm, ALT.
Okay, watch
Come
this,
on,
watch
you're
this.
sounding like a hater.
Instant look over. This is so fake. It's so bad. Okay. Make sure it's muted. Now I know it's muted. Let me look over. Okay, still muted. Muted.
Over.
Okay, now I'm going to use my hands a lot, so you definitely know I'm talking, pointing at you. Okay, looking over again. Oh.
I did it again. I've done this before. I did it again. All right, here we go.
And he had that on deck. When has he ever had a live meme on deck, boys? It doesn't happen.
I didn't know he was capable. I thought that was exclusive to you. I love live meme time.
Yeah, that is bullshit. Oh, he says the same thing twice? All right. I promise this is the last watching. I promise. Let's see if he says the same thing twice. Okay, what's up, everyone? DSP here. Welcome to another edition of Ask the King. It's my ongoing series where you questions. What game I'm playing? Oh, no, I don't think he said the same thing twice. I think he said his normal intro. I'm
not a lip reader. The fact that you were getting anything out of that was a miracle to me.
All right, let's go. Enough of that nonsense.
I did it again. I've done this before. I did it again.
You did it again, though.
All right, here we go. I didn't unmute my mic. I'm a complete idiot. All right.
And no, that was not.
All right, here we go.
I guess that was edited in afterwards, but that's again another thing he has never ever done outside of covering boobs up in rarely editing, let's say. Like covering boobs up a few times, adding text. But that's it, man. No, we don't get it yet, Jim Dancing.
I didn't unmute my mic. I'm a complete idiot.
Don't make me start it again. I'll do it again at half speed.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Ask the King. I'm Darkside Phil, and this is my ongoing series where I answer your questions, whether they're from my website, thekingofhate.com, whether they're from Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, or Facebook,
great.
Oops. And I kind of have to apologize in advance before we get started, because this time around was the very first time this has ever happened.
Okay, go ahead.
Unfortunately, we had a problem.
Not a problem.
Excuse me, I'm just making sure that everyone can hear me, and yes, they can hear me now. Okay.
Oh, now you're worried about
right?
Now you're worried about that? Oh.
We had a problem where
I want to make sure everyone can hear me. Mic check. Let me clear my throat.
Linked. So when I tweet out, "Oh, I'm accepting questions for Ask the King," it's supposed to post that to my Facebook, and it didn't. Apparently, the link was broken temporarily today. So I apologize. That's the first time that's ever happened since I've done Ask the King and I was on Facebook. That I haven't been able to accept Facebook questions because it never told you guys that I was ready. So I apologize for that. The way to go is Twitter, by the way. Because Twitter, usually I can directly just see what people have posted up live, and I can answer or at least read through the questions quickly.
Oh, Atlas, you'll be happy to know one of my recommended videos is your thirst trap thumbnail here. I'll make sure you can see it.
Oh, fantastic.
Look at that. We got Leanna with the pillows and Hogan there.
Don't worry about that.
I see your tactics.
Quite a few Twitter questions this time around. I apologize.
Who cares?
No Facebook questions this time. We'll try to get that fixed for next time. Okay.
Okay, come on.
The world was never the same.
Next time, I want to let everyone know ahead of time.
News.
That Ask the King next month is going to be later than usual.
Whoa.
Because the first week of December, I'm going to be spending time with my girlfriend Panda Lee. We're going to have a holiday celebration.
Let's go.
We're actually going to put up the Christmas tree. We're going to exchange Christmas gifts. We're going to be doing all kinds of festive holiday stuff and getting into the mood for Christmas. By the way, we always film when we put up the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah,
we'll be doing
definitely.
that again this year and putting those on the King of Hate vlogs. But I'll be busy that first week of December, which means that Ask the King is going to continue on December 12th. That is 1 month and 7 days, basically, from today.
Great.
Roughly. Okay, it's the first.
Let's move on.
I'm sorry, the second Thursday in December. So December 12th. Mark your calendars. That is the next
my
episode
calendar
of Ask the King.
is
Okay,
marked. Okay, go.
And I do have an announcement to make.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's a little bit of
God damn.
I don't want to say
Where's the questions?
It's necessarily a sad thing, but it is something that
Who got laid
happens,
off
over the years during evolution of stuff.
What?
As you
During
know,
evolution?
During evolution. Yeah, we have lost our tail as a species many years ago.
This is what happens as we begin to stand up more upright, okay?
Yeah.
Now, some of you might not even know this.
Yeah, I don't
all
know this,
Way
yes.
back in 2010.
Oh, I thought way back in the Cretaceous period, there was.
When I said I'm going to be serious about
Back when
this,
ALT was born.
yeah. You know, the weird thing called dinosaurs, okay? Now, let me tell you, dinosaurs, some say,
I'm going to try
evolved.
to make YouTube my full-time profession, at least for the short term, and see how it turns out. Now, first of all, I never imagined that it was going to work out, okay? But at the time, there was an overwhelming demand by my viewers and fans to have a way to physically interact.
Oh,
maybe
my
to be able
God.
to send me stuff so that I could show it off in videos. Maybe they could donate
Oh,
stuff
P.O.
that I could
box?
play, like games and stuff.
I think that's what this is. Yeah, he did have one.
For the past 3 years, since 2010, I've had a P.O. box open at my local post office, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with everyone. The P.O. box is insanely expensive, all right? It's not the small one. I didn't get the smallest one because then nothing would fit in it.
No, the play guys, by the way, because we have a P.O. box, that being said, is get the small one because they keep your shit anyway. I don't know if every mailbox does that, but like when someone sends like let's say a hat or something, like our box is not even big enough for that, but they always keep it. So like that's the play, is get the small one because they keep it.
You just inconvenience them, you'll pay less.
Exactly.
Fine.
That's the play. Inconvenience others to save you money. That's my life goal.
Obviously.
It's not
Look,
the
if you're going to
small
inconvenience
one.
somebody, at least make $1. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
The smallest one because then nothing would fit in it. Because I know you guys send packages, T-shirts, all kinds of memorabilia and stuff, and that's really cool, and I appreciate that. All right.
Okay.
But it's too expensive to maintain at this point.
Uh-oh,
let me tell you,
bye-bye.
'cause you won't believe this: $700 a year to have this P.O. box. It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
The post office is a complete fucking ripoff, especially
I've never looked at
because,
the
as you
price
know,
of a P.O. box.
That's insane. That's way more than I'm paying for ours. I'll tell you that right now.
Ranted about this previously. If you just send me something and you don't tell me you're sending it to me, if it doesn't fit
Ours
in
is
the
like ours for the entire year was like $250, legitimately.
P.O. box, they store it in the back for 1 week, and then after that they ship it back to you, and they never even notify me that anything was sent. So just think about that. I'm paying them $700 a year.
Like, how did he like just say like, "Give me the best you got"? I wonder if that's it. You know, like, give me the best you got. You know, I want the
that really
biggest
could
one.
be his mentality. Well, look,
Yeah.
So he did an LTG thing today, right? And he goes online and he's like, "You could get this for free. All you have to do is buy 11 more items." Like, if that's the mentality he goes in when he goes to purchase something, I could understand. Yeah, that exactly. Give me the most expensive. I
Give me
needed
the
that.
one inside the vault. Yeah, I want the gold-plated one inside the vault. Okay, sir, we don't really sell that one, and I want it anyway. All right, the price is going to be about what do you think, Frank? $700 a year. He'll never pay that. Yeah, I'll take it. What the fuck? Because Fictitious, you're a legend. Thanks so much, Fictitious.
for storage space, and they just
Hey, I didn't see anything today, by the way. I just saw, of course, my Saturdays and I don't see anything. I know he went back at LTG, but didn't see any actual video of that. Was it as bad as the first one, Atlas? The one in the midweek one where he went at
Yeah, I would say so. It was
Okay.
pretty outrageous.
Okay, sweet. I'll watch it
It
tomorrow.
was about
Everything
50
is-
minutes long, if that gives you any.
Oh, nice.
Any
Of course. Great.
in a week and never even notify me that anything showed up. What the fuck am I paying for? It's a complete and utter ripoff. So I've had it for 3 years. It's been that first year, of course, an overwhelming
$1,800.
number of people because it was new. Sent me a bunch of
Christ.
stuff. I have
Oh, no, $700. Excuse me. Excuse me.
from
$2,100.
time to time had stuff there, but at this point, I don't think it's worth it, especially because hopefully in the next year,
I would say
I'm
not,
looking to possibly
no.
move.
Yeah.
And if I move, obviously the P.O. box is no longer going to be in effect. So effective as of the end of this month, effective the end of November, I will no longer have a P.O. box where
Okay.
you can send stuff
5 minutes
for me to
in.
receive. Now, it doesn't mean
Yeah, this is
that
more
in
like
case of an
announce
exception,
the
let's say,
king
I have this
rather
really
than
cool
ask
fan
the
art I want
king.
to send Phil or whatever. Contact me. You can contact me
Okay.
on Twitter. You can contact me
Yes.
on the forums. I would
Oh,
say
like, he fucking got that P.O. box just because he thought, like, oh, if I'm a YouTuber, I need a P.O. box, with no thinking involved. $700, please. Yes, that's what, I'm a YouTuber, it was like that.
I wonder how much of it was that or how much of it was like, I'm a big YouTuber. I hope people send me free fucking junk that I don't need, like figurines and statues and shit because they like me. He thought that was the level that he was.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the Boston Maker, big up, says, just like with the BMW's oil, he expects others to remind him to do basic shit. Just visit the post office with the box once a week. Yep. And there's no problems. It's not hard, but that's too hard, you know?
Today you could contact me on YouTube, except that today they changed the way that YouTube works, and I don't even know if there's a YouTube inbox anymore because now YouTube is fused with Google+. So I don't know if you can even PM me something like that, but find a way to contact me.
That's where we lost the first contact of Philip and Leanna right now, because we lost the YouTube inbox. That's how they first contacted, how Leanna reached out to him.
And if it's something that I'm interested in, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll have you just send it straight.
You know
to
what?
you
Until the
YouTube
guy
inbox.
said it on a stream one time, I didn't
Yeah.
know that YouTube ever had inboxes. I legitimately didn't know that existed.
Back in the day, we had it.
Right now, please do not send me anything else to the P.O. box. It will be closing at the end of this month. Last thing I would want is people sending me stuff for Christmas and stuff, and then I don't get it, all right? So I know that's a big change. A lot of people have sent me Christmas cards and stuff. And this year, unfortunately, I do not think it's worth it to pay $700 for a P.O.
you paid
box
it
for
3
another year
years.
when there's potential I won't even be here for another year. Okay?
Can we get to the questions,
I know.
please?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's the bottom line. And I
Hey,
know
there
it's
we
a
go.
sad change. I know people have enjoyed doing stuff like that, but it's just not worth it at this point. Okay.
Okay, cool. Moving on. Questions.
In addition,
Oh, my God.
we are now,
This is why-
just so
this-
everyone knows, I'm now accepting questions for Ask the King.
This is
on
why
the
there's
stream
3
chat.
parts now.
So if you are watching this live on Twitch, you can submit your
Come
questions for
on.
the final segment, which is the Q&A raffle.
Okay,
Right
yep,
now in the
Q&A
stream chat,
raffle.
so feel free to start submitting those questions.
Just wait till
All
he
right.
puts the schedule
All
in there,
right.
ALT.
So
Then
let's
they're going
get
to be 4
started
parts long.
with forum questions. Let's see what people had to ask, and let's see what
Let's
I
see.
answer. All right,
Okay.
So very first question.
Question. First
Right.
one.
Baseball Boy 2036, and he asks,
Baseball boy.
Hey Phil, I heard you say that you smoked a little bit of
Phil.
weed when you were younger.
Ooh, weed. Hold on.
That's the weed face.
Yeah, I did a little
I heard you say that you
ganja.
smoked a little bit of weed when you were younger.
His eye movement
you
is
ever
still is uniform,
You ever
right?
smoke a weed and look like that?
No, not like that. But his eye movement is still uniform at this point. Because remember when he gets later in his life, there it's not uniform anymore.
They get all wonky.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, yeah, yeah. That's the best one. Big ups to Jasper the Cat. Says, did he have Bandali shipped to that P.O. box? Yeah.
Guys, my sister's not being abused.
Yeah, Jasper the Cat. That's how they got you, I thought, too. Was put you right in that damn P.O. box. Big up some Gator. Says, what is the most basic things for others but struggle for him moment in your minds? Mine is paper in the door for an alarm. Okay, so easy for... oh, look, you got the smoke alarm, dude! Oh, my
Let's
God!
go!
Oh, my God! Intense. It's not scripted. Mentioning
calling
the
bullshit,
alarm.
ALT.
No,
I think you're pulling it for him.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Not scripted. All right, but most basic thing for others, but struggle for him. Okay, that's a good question, actually. Let's do, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do a Q&A because I don't want to think about it now. We got to get rolling here. Okay, what is the most basic for others, difficult for DSP thing you can remember? There we go. Q&A tab open. That's what a Q&A tab is for. When I can't think of an
To
answer.
go with removing grease as my
Removing grease. That's a great one. Classic. I would say, you could say oil change, of course, but I know some people do have issues with that. So some people don't think, like my sister was one of those style people. Like when she got old enough to move out and she got a car, she didn't even think, because when she was in high school, my dad would take care of it. Like, all right, you gotta change the oil. You know that, right? She's like, yeah, I got it. And then when she moved into her own life, she's like, I didn't know I had to do it. You know, some people are really dumb like that, you know?
Yes,
but-
those people exist.
So we got to think of easier than that. I'll think about it. I'll circle back. Aaron Walker says, word on the street is thus. TBS, WPIG, go fuck. Thank you, Aaron Walker. Oh,
I stand
cup of
by that.
noodles. Cup of noodles. Is
Nah,
that
he's
it?
just hood rich. Nah, he's just hood rich. With the Keurig, that's baller alert. The
Yeah,
spoon was
true.
a little goofy, but
True. Why am I... Well, there we go.
In an Ask the
I like
King
that we already
episode,
made
a
up
few
a
months ago,
question before we heard one from him.
when someone asked if you had ever smoked in your life. I'm wondering what drove you to
What?
smoke weed. Were you
What?
at peer pressure into it? Or were you just
Dumbest
curious to
shit
experience the effects?
question.
All right.
What
well-
drove you to ruin your life with weed, DSP?
let me put it this way.
What led you to try the devil's lettuce?
I would say probably senior year when I was in high school.
Uh-oh.
Was a time
Here we
when
go.
my life was in major transition, all right?
Oh, my God.
Previously in my life, I had been kind of more of the goody two-shoes kind of a person.
Ooh.
I like to have fun, don't get me wrong, but if my parents told me to do something, I would do it no matter what, all right? And I hate to say it, but it came to the point where my parents at one point were being very unfairly disciplinary of me. Meaning, can I go out and do this with my friends? No. Why not? And they wouldn't have a legitimate reason just because I said so. And you know what? I hate to say it. If you're a parent and you can just have a legitimate reason for something, then have it and be honest with your kid. Don't lie to them or just say because I said so, because all that does is it causes rebellious feelings. So there was one point I was getting older. I was getting
It's
to
not
later
being a
teens,
teenager that does that. Don't worry
No,
about
no, no.
which would just be dicks, and they wouldn't let me do stuff.
Okay,
and
so
I was to the point
normal.
I was like, I'm about to be 18. I'm gonna do what I want. So there was one summer in my life. I remember it was the summer.
I'm gonna do what I want, Mom.
Right after I graduated. High school, college.
Mm-hmm.
Right after I graduated high school, I was 18 years old. I basically told my parents, "Listen, take a hike. I'm an adult now. I can do whatever I want. I could leave for days." And
Can
come
you
back.
imagine the bitch he was?
Take a hike.
Take a hike. I'll be back by 8 p.m., Mommy. It's like you haven't even had your own place yet. You can't say take a hike. Take a hike. All right. Dinner's at 6. All right.
Yeah, be there. It's gonna be fucking cold, loser.
Got any more laundry for me to do, Phil? Yeah, take a hike, Mommy.
Hike.
Okay.
I'm an adult now. I can do whatever I want. I could leave for days and come back. Sure, you want to kick me out of the house? Go ahead and kick me out. I don't care anymore. You know, I'm my own adult, and I want to go have fun and do stuff with my friends. You didn't allow me to really do it during my high school career. High school's over.
High school career.
Yo, that is the lamest terminology for that shit. I never
school
thought I would hear
career.
that again, but it's okay.
How was your high school career? It was great.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do
It
what
was
I want.
great. I took
And
a lot
they
of
didn't like
naps.
that. Don't get me wrong, they hated that. They were like, "Oh no, we've lost control of our son. He's gonna go do whatever he wants."
This is
And
like
it was like,
so
but that
so
was the
little of
summer
this is
when I
true.
said, I'm just gonna get everything out of my system. I'm gonna be going to college soon. I'm going to be going to college, and I'm going to need to focus on my studies. And even though everyone knows college, it's a social atmosphere, you're going to party a little bit. And I do recommend, if you are going to college, don't make it all about school.
Yeah, party
It has also
animal
social
DS.
Party,
experience,
yeah.
major part of
Got
the
a
college
3
and/or
bangs.
University experience.
3 bangs,
okay?
yes,
But
sir.
this was the summer. I just said, I just got to get everything out of my system, so it's not like I go to college and now I'm going to go ape shit while I'm there. all
Yeah,
right?
okay. No,
And I'll
this
be
is-
honest, I drank
Because
all the
obviously
time.
that has to happen, right? If you don't do
So
this stuff beforehand, you're just
dumb.
gonna freak out. Fucking
so
idiot,
fucking
dude.
dumb.
Smoked weed.
This is him trying to be cool. He's trying to be like, how can I answer this in a cool way? And just none of this is
I
true.
did a lot of things. Some things I will not speak of.
Yeah, definitely. I did a lot of cool stuff. Bright.
I did a lot of things.
This sounds kind of sus.
It's so fucking dumb.
I'm honest. It sounds a little
For him,
fruity.
like being bad is like what? I did a lot of bad stuff. Okay, I was out to 9:30 one night. It was pretty late. My parents said be back by 9. I was like, fuck it. I'm 18.
Yeah, he was
9:30.
like, I'm 18. I'm gonna hang out with my friends. You know what I did at 18? I moved the fuck out, dude. Like that was it. I was out.
We tell them to take a hike.
Some things I will not speak of.
right.
Okay.
So
And,
wild.
I'll be honest, it did get it out of my system. After that one summer, it was the one summer in my first semester
Right,
of college.
right.
After that, I pretty much didn't have a desire to do that kind of
Yep.
stuff crazily anymore. It was almost like I did it, I partied, I had fun, I did what I wanted to do, and it was done. Now, in the particular case that
Okay.
he's asking, Baseball Boy's asking about weed.
So wait, hold on. So are we forgetting the college story about? Remember, you know the college story, the famous one about smoking the
Three
weed
bangs,
and
Bowie knife,
yeah,
fire alarm, smoking weed. Yeah.
pushing the weed into the carpet so the cops don't see it. Like I thought you said you got it out of your
Yes.
system. Then okay.
I wasn't really interested in it.
So Doomer Ziggy's saying about he got kicked out of college for underage drinking. I don't think that's been proven, but if you do connect the dots, he was at college for one semester, one party got caught, and then he didn't go back for the second semester, right, Doomer? I don't want to speak for you, but I believe that's what you're speaking of. It's kind of like it makes sense if you think about it style thing. Oh, it's on Hate Live? Can you link me?
Oh no.
I'll play it then.
Link him up, Ziggy. Come
Yeah,
on.
because I did not know this, Link Doomer. Come on. Legend.
I'll be honest, I wasn't. I was not interested.
I didn't think he got kicked out. I thought he said like he chose not to go there because it was too crazy. Was what I remember.
Does this ever end? Are you kidding me?
Like I thought it was like my memory of that is like he said it got too crazy, so I decided to go home. That's what I thought.
At all. It was my friends who were interested.
I could very much be wrong.
To see what's the big deal, what's it all about, what does it do? Is it any kind of a big? For me, I actually hate smoking because my mother, for her entire life,
throw your mom
smoked.
under the bus
And so
immediately.
always
You
the
love
house
that.
Smelled like smoke, smelled like cigarettes. I hate it. Even when I'm around her and she's smoking, it actually hurts my lungs. And I'll be honest,
All right.
my lungs probably are weaker than a lot of other people.
Thanks,
because I was
Mommy.
in
Such a
smoking
whiny
environment
baby.
Thanks, mommy.
for most of my early life until I finally hit 18 and I got the fuck out of the house. So, for me, I hate it. And so even just smoking the weed was a pain in the ass. I didn't like it. I don't like inhaling smoke.
It was a pain in
So,
the ass?
I
Like it
did
was a
this-
lot of work? Or
It's a pain in the ass,
Did it a
dude.
few times. I think the most I did was maybe 5 times, all right? I remember the first time
Well, hold on. The most I ever did was 5 times.
I did it a few times. I think the most I did was maybe 5 times, all right?
The most I did it was maybe 5 times. Okay.
I remember the first time I ever did it, I didn't feel anything. I felt like there was nothing happening. I felt like
Okay.
this sucks because my other friends had done it before and I hadn't, and I didn't like it. I was like,
That
this
was the basil.
is nothing. Then a couple other times I did,
he got
and
scammed
it didn't
again.
affect me.
Yeah, you know he would. Like Michael Scott. And he tries to buy weed from the people in the office, and they give him oregano, and he buys it. Like, it'll be $500. Hurry up! It's a great price.
Makes you kind of woozy. It makes you start talking about stupid shit. Oh,
Whoa,
and it
whoa,
didn't
whoa,
affect
what?
me, Makes you kind of woozy. It makes you
What?
start talking about stupid shit. Oh man, life and this and that.
What?
All the shit that you hear potheads, debate. It's pretty funny. And
Okay, so
I
his
guess.
his knowledge is just like movies. Like that's what that tells you. They're potheads that make you take stupid shit. He has never
That
done
are
weed.
the lamest individuals on the planet, and
Yeah.
I'm willing to lean more towards movies because those people, like those as real people, are so few and far.
And then the time that basically it made me say I would never do drugs again.
Okay, yeah,
Here
please.
it is. Here's the story, kids. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was college. It was my first semester of college.
Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll
And
get the story now.
My friends were still smoking weed, and I wasn't. I told them I'm not really interested in it. I don't like it. But there was this one time
I'm not really interested in that. It's not one of my
college
interests, guys.
when they really wanted us to
Definitely.
do it. They were just dying for us to. I said, all right, fine, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Just you'll shut the fuck up. And I'm probably, it was rare when I did it. So
Is he talking about weed or gay stuff at this point? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, well,
That
that's
works
kinda
with
up in the
both,
air this
actually.
day.
yeah.
we all smoked up this stuff, and apparently it was from some kid that everyone knew. And
Smoked
he
a
was
lot
like,
of
"Oh,
pole,
no."
let me tell you.
For having like good weed or something. I don't know. We smoked it, and apparently it was laced with something.
Oh God,
Oh my
they're
That was
laced.
no normal trip. Let me tell you, that was no.
I love
normal
this.
fucking
I
trip.
love this when people that don't do that kind of stuff like try to tell stories about it. Like, yeah, it was laced with something. I mean, this was hardcore shit. Okay, this was laced with heroin, fentanyl, cocaine
I love
was in
fentanyl
there.
in my weed. Hell yeah, dude.
It was wild. Let me tell you.
Trip. We like spaced out. We didn't know where we were. I don't know what happened that day. I'll tell you. I mean, honestly, I don't know what we did. If we ate food, if we went anywhere, I have no fucking clue.
Uh-huh.
All I know, let me put it to you for some perspective.
You'd say the same
please.
thing about a
Smoked it
day that
on a
happened
day, it was like
last month.
mid-afternoon
So.
Yeah.
one day.
Yep.
We didn't wake up out of the high until
Right.
dinner the next day.
Right.
Very cool.
That's right.
And then
it was
everybody
a
clapped.
day was lost. A full day was lost.
Yeah.
And we woke up and we said, "Oh shit, we're supposed to have dinner with my friend's parents
Right.
today." We were wearing the same clothes that we had been wearing the day before. We were like, "What the fuck happened? Where were we? What did we do?"
Right.
We still don't know.
This definitely
blacked out on the
happened.
weed.
We lost the whole
dude.
day. It was that fucked up of a trip. And since then, I
He's
told
like, I think maybe he just saw The Hangover or something and is trying to like emulate that. Like that looks pretty cool,
Yeah,
You know?
maybe.
myself, I am never doing drugs again. It's like when you completely lose control of who you are, what you're doing, to the point where you can't even remember. I mean, it was like literally like The Hangover, only luckily we didn't
Oh my
like
God.
There you go.
with tattoos
There
and
you
shit all
go.
over our body.
I think that's
a fucking,
confirmation.
Yeah.
a tiger in our
He-
hotel room or anything like
he
that.
just saw
We
the
just
movie, I
woke up like,
think.
what happened? All right. So since then, I decided to never do drugs again. I've never done drugs again. And I have no desire to do drugs again. I don't think that it's anything. Let's put it this way: anything you put in your body is bad for you. You're drinking, smoking, all that shit. And I'm very, very.
What?
What about food?
What about gin?
What about water?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's still drinking your head off at this point.
I mean, how can I say it? Not respectful, but I hold people.
You just said
who are
anything
able
you put in your
for the
body.
whole-
That's kind of a broad category.
Yeah, what?
Live say I'm not going to put that shit in my body and they're straight edge. Those kind of people I hold in high regard because it takes a lot of discipline to never do that kind of stuff. All
Okay,
right?
yeah.
I myself, as you guys know, if you've watched my playthroughs, I like to drink. I
Oh,
do.
God,
I
yeah.
like to drink.
Oh, there
it
we
makes
go.
me feel good.
Hell yeah.
It relieves
ALT,
the pain
you're on a
in my
roll.
back. It makes me feel more relaxed. My muscles get less tense. And I do like to just relax and drink.
Oh, we
Hopefully I'm
know.
not one of these people that like goes nuts when he drinks and then,
Oh, of course not.
Of course, no.
That. Well, I like that. But I know it's bad for my body. And everyone knows that. So I'm very... I respect people who are able to be straight edge, and I'll be honest, my best advice I can give to you, if you can be straight edge, because the less
Be straight
hindrance
edge.
on your judgment
Shout out all the
is
straight edge
better.
out there.
That last thing you want to do is, what if we had blacked out for that day and I woke up in jail? You know what I mean? Now, that could have fucked my life up forever.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the last thing you want, so... Don't do it if you can avoid it.
Oh, come on, dude. Shut the
All
fuck
right,
up.
sounds
All right,
good.
We do have, of course, Doomer Ziggy always delivers the goods. So we do have the moment here. Big ups to Doomer Ziggy, of course.
That's my best advice. Don't do too much of either one. Because if you do too much of either one, that's when you blow it. For me, I blew it in regards of the first semester that I was there.
Yeah.
All right, I was doing exceptionally well at my classes, but I also partied too much. And because I partied too much, it got me caught out in a situation where I got in trouble for underage drinking. And basically, I was there on partial scholarship. And the dean, I had a private meeting with the dean of the school, who basically told me, listen, we caught you with enough liquor that basically we can expel you right now if we want. So the bottom line is, we're going to be nice to you.
Counts. That
We also
counts.
looked at your grades, and your grades are exceptional.
Right.
So obviously, it's not that you're partying and ignoring your studies, but we can't have you doing this stuff because it's not allowed on campus. So we're giving you a pass, but if we ever catch you on campus again in one of these situations with beer or whatever, you're basically expelled and you lose your scholarship. And I said, I don't think I'm going to be living on campus anymore because I am not going to, by one means, take a chance where they may catch me with a beer in my hand and then they take away all my shit. So what I ended up having to do is, after that first semester, I was
he's
crazy.
responsible for that action, though, right? Like, he could just
just don't
drink
do
if he's
it.
worried
What?
about it.
And look at it took him a buffering second to think of his story here too. Watch this.
One means take a chance
Yeah.
where
Wait,
they
so-
may risk
so
being
he-
expelled and you lose your scholarship.
Watch it.
And
Ready?
I said, I don't think I'm going to be living on campus
maybe
anymore
not.
because I am not going
This
to,
is very weird,
by
though.
one means, take a chance where they may catch me with a beer in my hand and
So
then
just
they
don't
take
do
away all
that.
my shit. So what I ended up having to do is, after that first semester, I was crazy.
Had to
I had
do
straight
it.
A's, straight A grades, but I decided to move away and actually live with my parents and commute back and forth to college because I didn't want to take the chance of getting expelled and losing my scholarship.
God,
it really
chest
kind
for
of
the cat.
ruined
Because
the college
Linda
experience.
Burnell was going to let you drink at the house?
Yeah, what?
Experience for me because there were kids who were there, who were social, who were partying, who were my friends, and I ended up not really hanging out with them anymore because I overdid it that first
Right.
semester. So that's what I mean. You have to
That's why I had no
Because-
friends. Okay, got
Because he
it.
has ODD and had to rebel against the system and move away instead of just not doing the thing. He missed out on this
Yes.
opportunity. Okay, that's your own
Yes.
fucking fault.
He partied too. Linda was cake stand master.
to balance it. Don't make the mistake I made. And just because you're doing so well in your academics that you also party every night and you end up getting caught out and getting in trouble, that's not going to help you at all.
All right, there you go. Big ups Doomer delivering on the goods there. So he was not kicked off. They warned him, but Philip said, fuck you, I don't do what you tell me. And then he went back home. So there we go. Big ups Francisco says, Senor ALT, check your Discord DMs when you can. I responded. All right, I will check that. Big ups to Yona Hall says, hardest everyday thing. Here we go. Standing up. Hardest everyday thing for Philip is standing up. He rocks way back and then goes forward horizontal, pushes up with his arms, not legs. 80-year-old people are nimbler. Yes, that's a good one. Standing up. Or standing still. He cannot do that. Impossible task. The Pasta Maker says, I'm off to buy some oregano that I think is weed. Yeah. I got the weed, guys. Here it is. It's wild. Can you imagine him being in charge of that? Jasper the Cat says, I imagine Linda looks like DSP with a wig and a cig. Well, Jasper the Cat, there is a video with Linda in it on DSP's channel. When I think you can see her back, though. Oh, no, I think there's two. In Connecticut with the cats, and one in Connecticut with them, I believe, but I'm not finding it now. Meth Bear says he means banging another dude. Okay, they asked him enough, and he finally said, okay, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it just this one time. Go ahead. Vike says, as an opiate addict for 8 years, this is a huge lie. And I think, Vikes, we agree with you. And Jasper the Cat, this is Jasper the Cat, not me. Jasper the Cat says, T gave Phil oregano, and Phil had him clapped. Jasper the Cat, get down from there, Jasper. Get down from there, Jasper. Down!
Next question. This is a long one.
Oh, God,
so
that one wasn't?
But this is a good one, I believe. This one is from Slick. And this is his question. He says, Phil, just take a look at the forums, Twitter, Twitch,
questions so
and even
far. Here we go.
And Ask the King segment. All those great fans who have direct interaction with you, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But it also makes it easy for your fans to become your enemies.
What? Okay.
A perfect example would be the problems with members of the forum in the past.
I don't know what that means.
Who either left or they ended up getting banned, and not even by you. It was just by people who are admins on the forums. They then go on to start some giant hate campaign and talk about why they don't like you. Well, think back to 2009, before you had the forums, before you were on Twitter, before you were on Twitch.
Where are we going with this?
Before you had any kind of interaction really with your fans outside of just making YouTube videos. Well, think about back then, there were no, hateful montages and hate campaigns against you. Now,
hateful montages mean this is how you don't play, by the way.
Granted, some of that stuff
hateful montages
probably came from when you gained popularity over the years, as well as people trying to feed off of the success of others. Okay, that's granted.
Okay.
And also a part of that, but also he feels a part of that comes from direct fan interaction. You never see huge hate campaigns for big YouTubers that
sounds like DSP's interviewing June again, doesn't it?
Don't really have interaction with their fans. These people have over million subscribers. They don't tweet to their fans directly. They don't respond to YouTube comments from people. All right.
Holy shit.
And,
oh my God,
what? In there, the alright?
What?
Interaction lends to the chance that someone's going to turn on you because of something that you said. Okay?
What?
But also, they might take something that you say completely out of context.
Okay.
The amount of commas that must be in this question.
God.
You be viewed in a negative light. So my question to you is this.
Okay, here we go. Finally.
Over the years, all the fan interaction that you have had with your viewers and fans has helped you more than it's hurt you. And what do you think can be done to stop people from turning on you?
Don't be an asshole? That's pretty simple. Fan interaction is always a positive unless you're an asshole multiple times, because that's the only way people turn on you. Is being an asshole.
It should have been telling that every interaction leads to less fans. Like maybe you're the problem there, boss.
Can you use your brain for a second? Like people don't just turn on anyone randomly. What?
If anything at all. And of course, just be careful in answering the question because. This is funny. He says, be careful when you answer this question because if you answer it terribly, I will unsub from all of your channels and register a new YouTube channel called DSP Sucks at Answering Questions and feature this video on the front page. So that was a long question.
Okay, yeah,
Let me
it was.
summarize what he said.
Oh, shit. Oh my God. We already heard it, though.
Basically, what Slick is saying is this. He's saying...
Oh my God! Now we gotta
millions of subscribers.
Now we gotta summarize it. Okay, here's the summary. Oh my God!
They don't directly interact with the fans. They won't respond to their tweets. They won't give them daily interactions either on Twitch TV or respond to YouTube
they said
comments
that part.
or the forum.
Yeah, we got it.
They don't do that stuff. Their only purpose is to make videos for you to watch. They make money. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
Okay? That's
it. Sir.
And they don't get massive backlash, hate. Their words don't get
They're
twisted
not assholes.
into other things and things like that. Okay,
Keep leaving that part
Slick
out.
Has a point. What Slick is saying is you don't have this
ALT
interaction,
Slick
this
has a
personal
point.
relationship with the people who watch your content.
Thanks,
Maybe
Slick.
they separate themselves from you.
Thanks,
They don't have
Slick.
personal feelings towards you, and therefore there's far less people who
cares?
are going to turn shit against you, try to be negative, have these anti-you campaigns.
Anti-you.
He has a great point.
Anti-you.
His question is, do I feel that the fan
That's my
interactivity
stance
is
on
being worth
everything.
it in the long run? Well, let me put it to you guys this way.
Okay.
One of the
Holy
major
fuck.
reasons why I'm still doing what I'm doing. Despite the fact that, of course, you're going to say, oh, money, he does it for money.
Yeah.
It's my job. Of course I'm continuing to do this because I need to have money. Duh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ever since 2010, when I was laid off from my full-time job, the job sector has been terrible.
Holy
in fact,
shit.
The company,
Back in
go.
2010.
The company that
2010, 2013 were very tough years. No one could get a job doing anything.
I worked for may leave the state completely because the job market is so bad and even the taxes here are so
It's
bad
been
on businesses
2010
that they had
since
to
it
lay off
happened.
hundreds and hundreds more people since I've been laid off, and they may leave completely. So
Okay.
the jobs that I had is gone. There's nothing. And there's nothing left to replace it. There are no jobs similar to what I was doing in Connecticut. I don't know if there anywhere else in the country there are, but here there's nothing. Connecticut is a dead zone right now for jobs and the economy.
everybody
It's
died in
failing
Connecticut.
miserably.
That's why there's no
More and more people
jobs.
are being
A
unemployed on a daily
wasteland.
basis.
Later, Francisco.
So since then, yes, I've
Bye.
used YouTube and now, of course, Twitch TV as a means to make money so that I can support myself.
Okay.
Duh. Like, that's a no-brainer. So to say I'm
No-brainer,
doing
dude.
it for
Of
the
course.
money?
Yeah.
Of course I'm doing it for the money. But that's not the only reason I'm doing it. I was doing this before I ever made a dime on it. For years before
Most
I ever made a
people
dime on it.
do.
Over 2
Yeah.
years, in fact, I was making
So what?
videos for YouTube. Because I love the fact that, number one,
You
people-
get a lot of attention. That's the thing you want more than anything else. And you also get acceptance. The other thing you want more than anything else.
are entertained by my content.
This is the
People
longest
find it
question possible, followed by a
Uh-huh.
summary, followed by the longest answer possible.
entertaining, and they find that my content may brighten their day at a time when maybe they're having a bad time, at a time when they just need a distraction, when they just need a laugh, okay? I've gotten so many heartfelt messages from people over the years telling me that.
God.
And that is just such a good feeling. I feel like I'm doing good for the world. Despite the
Yeah, I'm doing good for the world. Yeah, we really can't live without those black coffee jokes.
thousand idiots out there who say that I'm
Think about the amount
cancel
of the amount of drives to hold all DSP shit that had to be mined. You know, all the kids put to work to put that shit on the internet. Very cool.
Very
for the
cool.
world. Despite the thousand idiots out there who say that I'm the cancer of the gaming community.
Yep.
When I get people telling me, Phil, you made me feel good. You informed me of something important today. You made me laugh today. Basically, I made their life better in some way. It
Definitely.
makes it all worth it. That's number one. Number two, I love the interactivity that I have with my fans because it makes me feel like I have an audience that appreciates what I do and that what I say is important. Okay?
That's what he loves too. To
Yeah,
feel like he's
there it
important.
If all I did was I put out videos and everyone basically said, fuck you. You know what I mean? But people are basically saying, no, we love it.
What? If I put out videos and everyone said "fuck you," then what?
Fuck you.
That's the end of the sentence. Follow me.
All I
LT.
did
Come
was
on,
I
keep
put out
up.
videos and everyone basically said, fuck you. You know what I mean? But people are basically saying,
Yeah,
no, we love it. We
I
wanna
got
hear
it.
your opinion. We
Fuck
question there's an
you.
authority on certain things. We want to hear. So it just says Ask the King. The whole purpose of Ask the King is to get
Fuck
my
you.
opinions on stuff. And that makes me feel so good that there are people out there that care about my opinion.
Oh,
All right?
trust me,
And so
yeah,
the
we
interactivity
definitely-
that I've had
Sure
with
your
my
ego
fans, and of course
loves
it's
that.
increasing. If you notice, at first I
Fuck
had nothing.
you.
Then I had Twitter. Then I had Facebook in the forums. Now I have Twitch, and it's going to continuously evolve over the years. The communication and interactivity that I have with my viewers and fans. It's just a natural progression. Now I could right now say enough. I could say, you know what? Fuck it. There's too many dicks out there. They
Yeah.
basically turned
Too many dicks.
my
Not
internet
enough
presence into
of the
something
other one.
negative. Fuck it. I'm turning off Twitter. I'm turning off Facebook. I'm turning off everything. I'm just going to put out videos and people watch them if they want to. If
Nah,
not,
ego's too big for that, brother. Vikes, good point. Making OIC, Derek, Slayer, Haseo happy. Important. Gotta keep them very happy.
Forget
Gotta
it.
keep
I'll
them
be-
entertained.
Very happy.
these big YouTubers who have no personality and just are out there to make a video a day and make money off of it. Okay?
Yes, that's
But
like you.
Not me.
Correct.
That's not me. That's not my personality. That's
yes.
never been me. I got to be true to myself. I like the fact that at night sometimes I'm just sitting here relaxing on the couch and someone could pose quite an interesting question or make an interesting response or comment to a video that I put out, and we can have a little mini conversation or chat it up a little bit on Twitter, or that sometimes,
God.
I have the forums where I can have these great
But
threads.
if these
of
are
interactivity
leading
with
to
my
people
fans.
being angry, then you need to stop doing
know.
it. Like, it's that simple. It's cut and dry. Your feelings on it don't really matter
This is
because
so
it's actually a negative.
The worst question ever.
I've asked the king,
Yes.
or I can answer
Can
your,
we
your
please finish
questions
this?
and give you my opinions on stuff that's not just game
Okay.
related.
I'm worried
this is the rest of the video.
My podcast.
That was what, like, low key, like a moment where June was kind of trying to get Phil to some introspection there when he said, like, because he said, like, about the weenie, like what's success to you? And Philip asked that, and Snood Snood. I always say Snood for June. June said, it's about like Jake. What's his name? Jake Paul could do whatever the fuck he wants, right? Because he has freedom. Like that's success to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's saying he was stuck, and DSP's like, I like being stuck. Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah, am I stuck? Am I stuck? You think I'm stuck? And like he was like, no. I think it's important to have relationships that people don't think of you as Dark Side Phil. And Philip just went right past it. You know what I mean? He was just all right.
Didn't pick up
anyways.
on it at all. Well, he immediately shifted into, well, now I do things with the Kino Casino, which is not at all what he was talking about.
Yeah, and June kind of even said that, like, no, not online. But Philip, of course, too stupid to understand what he's saying. Oh, yeah, but now I'm interacting with people. Like, no, not online. I'm interacting with Keem.
Touch grass, brother, please.
Some interactivity with QA and stuff. I love all of this. And despite the fact that people will use everything that I say and twist it against me and take it out of context, I don't give a flying fuck anymore.
Well, that's us.
All right? It's to the point where it is what it is. If people think that it's a fad and that's what they want to do, they're going to do it anyway.
We got permission.
So regardless,
it's a fad.
No matter what I do, they're going to do it. I love my interactivity with my fans. I like the personal relationship we have.
Ooh.
And that's why I've always kept up with this. And I hope that I keep it up forever. Whether or not I continue making gaming videos, hopefully in the future I'll have this Twitter presence. I'll have, whether Twitter ever goes away or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'll have a way to interact with people so that I have that interactivity.
Okay.
That's the key thing that I'm really.
I will interact, so I have interactivity. What a
have that interactivity, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. Even though eventually it did turn into negativity, I wouldn't give it up for the world.
Okay.
I like it too much, and I am very appreciative of those of you who do interact with me on a daily basis. Slick, what he's asking, is there anything I can do to counter
please
negativity and hate that
we're
has come
done
out
with
of that
Slick.
interactivity? The only thing I
Can we please be done with Slick?
say is this, and I said this before. It's about being positive.
Oh
It's
my
about,
God!
instead of
Fuck you,
focusing on
Slick.
the idiots that are doing
You need
negative
the
stuff,
summary to the answer, you see.
Fuck you, Slick. I hate
positive
you.
stuff. I asked you guys like a month or two ago.
Oh
put
my
out
God.
Positive videos. Put out positive vlogs about here's what here's what DSP does for me. Here's why I like DSP, and make a community that's just
Man,
as
that
strong.
video's gotta suck.
Oh my God! Can you imagine this community? Here's what DSP does for me.
Positive videos. Put out positive vlogs about here's what DSP does for me. Here's why I like DSP, and make a community that's just as strong of positive people.
That never happened.
As it is of those negative fucking assholes who all they want to do is shit on people for
Yeah.
their own personal gain.
That never
that's
happened.
The only thing I can say. Make it positive. Talk it up. Tell your friends. Tell your relatives and family about.
Tell your relatives and family. Hold on. Hey, what's going on, Mom? Could you tell your friends also the DSP? He just beat Riven, and also he beat that other game, Elden Ring. So he's doing pretty good. You might want to check him out. Okay. Tell your relatives and friends. What the fuck?
Positive things in your life. It doesn't have to be just me, but word of mouth is key. Word of mouth has always been the way.
I'm disowning my
I've
kid if they ever
gotten
come up to me and ask me, have you ever heard of this guy?
come on.
DSP Space Gaming?
Please.
When I
a big
advertised,
fan.
it wasn't that I got signed with some big company and they pushed me. No, it was word of mouth about my stuff.
Yes.
And that's the what I can say. Word of mouth in a positive light is the way that you can combat the bullshit that's going on.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm doing that now.
All right. Next question. This towel's bugging.
right.
It's falling, so I'm just gonna move it.
Whoa, that's
Next
some jerk.
question
What's that towel?
is
Jerk off
from-
towel?
This towel's bugging me.
Left on the couch like that?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's one of those
Give it up
towels.
like a bachelor.
Clean up, you got to clean it up
It's
sometimes.
bugging. He's falling, so I'm just gonna move it. Next question is from Hooded Killer Ray. And Hooded Killer Ray asks, "Hey Phil, longtime fan since Resident Evil 5. I was wondering if you could even consider getting a green screen during your Hate Live podcast.
Ooh.
So when you're actually doing gaming news or questions that appear on the screen so we can see what you're talking about, can you put stuff behind you effects-wise?" And that's an
Whoa.
interesting question.
people
Hooded
are
Killer
asking
Ray,
about
because
that
was
to
an idea
this
I had a
day.
year ago.
Uh-huh.
Remember a year ago I said I wanted to do a gaming news program, and what it was going to be was basically me kind of sitting at a desk with a green
See?
screen behind me so I could have like a background behind me, and I could even have pictures superimposed there. And it never came to fruition. What it really did is I just turned
got
that
lazy.
into Hate Live,
Yeah.
or a segment of Hate Live.
You got lazy.
Because I can't do
Yes.
it here. Take a look. If I put a green
Yeah,
screen
all
right
that's
here,
really
what would you
difficult
see,
to
an
do, or at
inch?
least takes
Yeah.
time.
It's just not a big deal,
You know
but
what
okay.
I mean? It wouldn't be
Oh.
any good. It wouldn't
Oh.
look good. It would look like shit.
Okay.
I just don't have any space in this condo to do that kind of stuff.
You know, green screens famously take a lot of space. You know, they do. I don't know if you knew that. They take a lot of space.
I
screens.
bought and used a green screen when I was 16 years old in my parents' house. Like, you don't need anything.
No.
And I've said this for years, and I'll say it again. If I move next year, which I'm really at this point seriously pushing to do, regardless of what happens with anything, because I need to get the fuck out of Connecticut. And
Hear that? I played that during the moving thing. I heard this quote. This quote is very telling. You hear that? I'm moving out of here no matter what happens, because Machinima already has renegotiated, which means they told him, hey, we're paying you less, bitch. And that's already happened once, and they were talking about doing it again. And he said, I'm moving no matter what. At this point,
I'm hell or high water. He's out of there. I'll never understand why he had to leave so bad. What about Connecticut forced him to go into so much debt and uproot his entire life? Because there's nothing that changed out there that he couldn't have done in Connecticut or anywhere else.
It's all about the no space. I wonder where all the space went, you know? It's amazing.
And I've said this for years, and I'll say it again. If I move next year, which I'm really at this point seriously pushing to do, regardless of what happens with anything, because I need to get the fuck out of Connecticut and stop bleeding money. If I move next year...
I need to get out of Connecticut and stop bleeding money. Like, the opposite happened. You moved to Washington and then started seriously bleeding money. Like, it's so wild. Like, he's bleeding. He thinks he's bleeding money now. It's not even started bleeding money, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't know the half of it yet.
What?
I'm going to try to set up a room that's my office. My office will have all my gaming shit in there, all my capture devices. I'll probably try to get a PC that has a dual monitor setup so I can easily do direct capture both on PC and console, which I can't do right now. My PC direct capture has problems.
But Lucky Limes, like the taxes is something, yeah, but if you're still paying for a second condo, who gives a shit about taxes? You're paying a tax for a house you're not using. You know what I mean? So I know he moved in his mind for the taxes.
But he moved to a state that's incredibly expensive to live in just in general. So any money that he's going to be saving on taxes for his business, I can't imagine he's going to be making up by just living there.
Because they had no state taxes or whatever. But it's like so insane that I'm just going to pay for a condo and have less taxes? All right, it doesn't really do anything if you're got to pay for that anyway. Remember, he didn't start with his aunt living there. The aunt moving in there was like a later afterthought that was a benefit for him. But, it's not like he had that. If he had that plan from the beginning, all right, that's a different story. All right, my aunt's lined up. She's definitely going to live there. That's a little different, but that's not the case at all.
Problems and stuff.
You had to go.
You had to go now.
This room would also dual as my studio.
Or
maybe have a blank wall where I can hang a green screen. I could do green screen stuff behind me. I've had all these ideas. I just don't have the means to do it. Mm-hmm. Unlike a lot of these other YouTubers who do this for their living, I'm not a professional.
Yeah.
I don't have a studio. I don't work with a team of people. Everything you see on this channel is just me and maybe one or two other people with co-op stuff. So it's really just a one-man job. I haven't had the means to do this kind of professional level stuff.
Yeah.
If I move next year, there's a strong possibility I could implement stuff such as a green screen and other stuff, and that's why I'm really pushing to do it next year.
Definitely. Good move.
Right.
But definitely the right move.
He says, hey, Phil, in previous videos you've mentioned playing your 3DS off camera.
Nintendo hate.
Since your handheld market is pretty small on YouTube.
Is it?
Compared to console games, very few people do
handheld
walkthroughs of games. What
I
is
wouldn't
the possibility
imagine so,
of you buying
though.
a 3DS capture card so that us fans can enjoy your handheld playthroughs too? That question is from Silencer Steven. I've answered it before, but it ties in with the previous question, so I'll answer it again very briefly.
Okay,
right now, 0.
It is.
And the reason is because I would have another capture device. I'd be sitting here on the couch, another capture device running from here across my room, somehow hooked up into my PC. Apparently there's wires and shit that have to come out of your 3DS.
Yeah?
First of all,
If he had any sort of organizational skills, this wouldn't be a problem.
What? Just because it has a lot of wires coming out of the system?
Hold a 3DS like this with wires sticking out of it, all right? But in addition to that, I just can't do it. My condo is enough of a mess and a fire hazard. I can't have more wires running across the place. I just can't
Just
do
lazy.
it.
Okay, hang on, wait a minute. So you're going to tell me that there is a fire hazard because there was too many wires, but if you move into a bigger house with the same amount of wires in the same setup, it'll be fine? That's our logic. All right.
Also, at the state it is, we can't add another capture card because then it will be a more serious fire hazard. We can't add a 3DS
That's the
capture
tipping
card.
point. One more capture card is all it takes.
Okay, gotcha. We're at the limit now.
Fire hazard. I can't have more wires.
Yeah, by the way, fire hazard. That's rich coming from the person that unplugs his fire thing, his fire detector, his smoke detector. He just unplugs it. He really is worried about fire hazards, right?
Running across the place. I just can't do it. I don't have the means. In a year, if I've moved and I have an office and this is where I have my equipment set up and I can have it nicely cable managed and professionally set up, then there's...
Oh, when's that happening? When would that start happening? Professionally managed.
And this is where I have my equipment set up and I can have it nicely cable managed and professionally set up. Then there's a possibility I can move into that kind of stuff. But as of now, it's a no-go on the 3DS capturing. Okay.
Gotcha. It's a no fucking go, dude. Too much fire hazards, right? As my wires hang down from my ceiling because he took down the smoke detector. Great. Yonahal says the move was his equivalent of running away from his parents' home, somewhere they can't visit easily. That is all he means with he had to do it. And I think there's some truth to that. He wants to be a big adult, not moving next to his parents because he wants to be this independent, I'm an adult guy, you know. I agree with that.
But that's a wild thing to do, though. Like, just to spend that kind of money for something symbolic like that. I'm like, just don't let them over. It's not that fucking hard.
It is stupid, but I can see that being something he valued, right? I'm a self-made man, right? I'm big, I'm important. Animals of Routine says the CT condo was plenty of space for how he lives. I know. That's the thing too. It was plenty of space for two people. Plenty of space for two people.
Absolutely, but he's a special breed.
Yeah, he needs lots of rooms, which they definitely use all the time.
Let's see here. All right, next question is from...
Gin-dependent.
He's a gin-dependent man. Hell yeah.
Meowpie. Okay,
Meowpie.
And he says, hey, Phil, why don't you adopt a review system like the game website Kotaku? They don't use a scoring system at all. Instead, they use a buy it, wait for a discount, or skip it completely kind of a review system.
Ooh.
I wondered why you still score games when you emphasize that we should watch the entire review instead of just skipping to the end to hear the number score. Thanks for reading. It makes sense. All right, that review system makes sense because what it basically does is it generalizes and says it's really
he
good
didn't ask about that.
No, yeah, you need a breakdown, obviously.
Why don't you do it?
You might not want to miss it or skip it. Problem with that system is that you
Here we
cannot
go.
judge if one game overall, objectively, in the mind of the reviewer, is better than another. So if he says, okay, BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, Injustice, I'm trying to think of some recent games now. Call of Duty Ghosts, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batman Arkham Origins.
How many games
I'm
do you
just
need?
tossing games out there. If all of those are listed as you have to buy it,
Yeah.
well, then how do I know which one I should buy? You know what I mean? If there's a
Read the rest of the review.
Of course, 3 of them are 9s, 4 of them are 8s, and 2 of them are 7s. Now you know.
We're
okay,
fucking for real right now, huh?
Do you just pick the one that is in line with your interests or gameplay style you want to?
Not only is it strange he needs another man dictating how he's supposed to feel about a video game, but he's also like, that's the point of the review. You read it and figure out what the game's actually about and how it plays through the words, not the numbers.
He's like falls for the marketing scheme so hard. So like he's saying if Kotaku said there's 3 buy it's and 1 wait for discount and 1 don't buy, like, all right, well, I have to buy all 3 of the buy it's. They told me to. They told me to buy it. I got to buy it, you know? Like he thinks everyone lives like that. If they say buy it, you have to buy it,
He's
obviously.
buying it. Yeah, that's him.
Big Up Sekiro says, my theory is that Panda's family didn't like him, so he wanted to get her away from them. And that is true. His parents, Leanna said from herself that her parents weren't into that idea of dating someone so much older. So there could be truth to that as well. Make sure they're nice and far away from Leanna's parents. There could be some truth to that for sure.
And they live in like Pennsylvania, though. Like that's already pretty far, isn't it?
You think, yeah. Should be far enough, but yeah.
This one seems overall is going to be a little bit better. Now, keep in mind, the thing I hate about the review system in general is that people are too lazy to watch a real review.
Oh, okay.
People are so impatient and so ADD these days.
Oh.
I just want to hear a 2-minute snippet and a number, and that's it. That's the wrong mentality. If you're going to spend your hard-earned money to fucking buy something, spend some time. Use your head. Be an intelligent person and do some research before you spend it. Don't just, IGN said 9, Game Informer said 8, this website said 9, sounds good, I'll go buy it. No, you have to actually read.
That's literally him, though, isn't it?
I know.
Right?
Like, what is he
It sounds
saying?
like he's advocating against his own argument here.
Uh-huh. Yep. Just like you have to do more research. I can't follow this anymore.
Review series.
Yep.
I do something
Keep going.
that a lot of people don't do in their review.
Oh, here we
Instead
go.
of just
This is what makes him special.
giving you a review from
Okay.
my perspective, I try to give you the perspective of a person who might like this genre and a person who doesn't. A person who may understand the subject matter and a person who doesn't. In a game that has a special context, like Duke Nukem Forever did, I understand that the game could be shitty for some and great for others. If you understand the context. This isn't what reviewers usually do. They just
So
use,
he
"Oh, from
acts
my
like
own
he's
perspective,
fucking
here's
stupid for half the review? Sounds
Yes.
good. Sounds like
Yes.
a good
What I
review.
think, and
I
I
like
don't
when
care
he
about
plays
anyone
dumb
else's
for the point of the review.
Yep.
perspective. God forbid that I try to put myself in someone else's shoes.
Okay.
And that's the wrong mentality to have if you're trying to do a professional review. All right? So when I do my reviews, I try to give you as much information as possible. I'll be honest to say, if you're a fan of this certain subject matter, you'll love the game and it's a 9. But if you're not a fan and you don't understand a lot of the references in the game, it's probably going to be a 7.
Oh my God.
all right?
That's what your reviews are 20 to 40 minutes long, and no one has time for that shit, you know?
That was the case.
And
in
it all
Point of the
amounts
Game.
to if you like it, you like it, you know?
Yeah, that's the bottom
actually
line too.
the
It's like, hey, if you like the Zelda series, you'll love Breath of the Wild. If you love Kirby, you'll like this Kirby game.
Games such as Deadpool earlier this year, where the game was a lot better if you know the character Deadpool and you're a fan of the comics. You probably love the game. If you're not and you don't understand any of the references in the game, you probably won't like it that much. And I said so in my review.
Okay, yeah, that's
Right,
true.
If you don't like the thing, you also won't like it. Gotcha.
Smitty Weberman Jensen, big up, said he should work at the DMV with how much time he could waste. Yes, Smitty Weberman Jensen, big up.
The bottom line is this.
Oh, there we go.
People are
Hey.
always going to give you a score, or they're going to give you, buy it, skip it, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter. You want a review? Watch the fucking thing. Listen to the frame of reference of the person.
Okay, definitely.
And judge for yourself. Don't be one of these puppets. Oh, I don't have enough time to make an informed, intelligent decision. I'm just going to be an idiot, and I'm going to read a number and judge my whole buying experience based off of a fucking number.
Okay.
The people who just go to Metacritic and say, oh my God, that game sucks. It got an 80. You're stupid. If that's you, I hate to say it, you're stupid.
What?
Because that means you have no intelligent thought whatsoever. You didn't
I
get
don't
any
know who
kind
he's-
of
thinks
facts
he's
about the
talking
game. You just
about.
read a number. You know nothing about the game. That's the dumbest way to make a purchase. And a lot of people say, well, I do it because I need to hurry up. I don't have a lot of time. You know what? Keep taking that mentality in life. Keep rushing through, making stupid decisions. You're not going to get anywhere. You need to make.
Isn't that why he
intelligent,
hates games
calculated
now, though?
decisions
They
when
take
buying
too long?
games.
Yeah.
And anything, a review score, any of that should be taken with a grain of salt. You should just watch the meat of the review and just ignore that stuff.
Okay, yep.
But why do I give a review score? Because people who follow my reviews and know how my reviews work can look at the number system and say, I know how Phil judges his reviews. So when he gives it a 9, that means it's great. When he gives it a 6, it means that it's okay. It's not bad. It's just okay. You know what I mean?
So, anyone on Earth could give those numbers and they'd mean that same thing. He said, if you watch all my reviews, you know that 9 means it's really good. And 6 means it's kind of good. Everyone knows that. So the number, all you need is numbers then. Cool.
But that's what I was saying. He's literally arguing against himself. You know his scale is what the scale is supposed to be, therefore you can just trust the number and move on with your day. That's what he's arguing for,
yeah.
despite saying the opposite.
So if you know Philip's reviews, just go to the numbers then. Fuck all the meat of the review, as he calls it.
So when you see those, you can judge for yourself versus my numbers. I would not use my number system to review it against anyone else's. Because everyone else is different. All these mainstream guys give everything a fucking sky-high score because they're sellouts.
Okay.
So it is what it is,
yes.
but that's why I use numbers.
Comments the Jalen says this is
sounds
from
good.
this is from the guy that gave Fall Gout a 9.5. Mixed bag. Yep. Mixed
I'll do one more
bag.
question, and then we'll take a break.
Okay, thank God. Please.
The next question is from
Who?
Wallace8787.
Who's this asshole?
And he says, hey, Phil.
All right.
I was wondering if you ever consider going to a different game retailer to purchase your video games. I personally don't like pre-ordering at GameStop
cares?
because I rarely get whatever the pre-order bonus is. First of all, Wallace, if you don't get what the pre-order bonus is, you should complain to GameStop corporate. They do have contact information.
And I have emailed them a lot of emails, many pages on that corporate email.
They know me by my first name.
This is, you should complain to GameStop corporate. They do have contact information on their website.
Carrying out on them.
Into them.
Yeah.
You can complain about your local GameStop and say,
should
I
go to
always
their
pre-order and
headquarters.
they never give me the bonus. Because that's bullshit. Typically, the pre-order bonuses end up going on your receipt anyway.
Oh.
So it should print out automatically on your receipt. If it doesn't, that's something that corporate should know. It's very rarely when I pre-order a game at GameStop and I don't get the pre-order bonus. All right, I almost always get it. In fact, a lot of the times I get it and didn't even know I was getting a pre-order bonus. So that's ridiculous that you don't get it if you're getting your games at GameStop. Now,
It's not that deep, bro.
That was a GameStop receipt.
In regards to your question, asking, well,
I don't know.
go
It was
other
pretty
retailers?
close to that towel we saw earlier.
Oh yeah, it was.
Very simple. I've talked about this before, but every once in a while, it's worth it to to re-explore a question.
What?
The other retailers, I only have two options in my area. Two places where I could pre-order games and actually get them, where they do pre-orders and I could possibly get them on launch day. And those choices are Walmart and Best Buy.
Walmart? I'm not going in there. Too many poor people. That's what he said. What we were gonna say.
Walmart,
Not
I'm
hanging
not
with
even
the poors. No way.
Walmart,
No
Look, he might.
way.
and Best Buy.
Okay, here we go.
Walmart, I'm not even going to address. Let's put it that way. Because Walmart is one of the most ass-backward retail chains on the planet. They're horrible. They frequently don't have enough staff. They don't have informed staff. They don't even pay their staff enough to be there. So, of course, the staff doesn't give a flying fuck about anything like that.
Okay, yep.
There's no guarantee
Too many poor
that
people.
when you pre-order a game at Walmart, that you're going to actually get it in a
Yes,
timely
there is.
fashion.
Yes.
Sometimes they
What
just
does
sell
that
the game ahead of
mean?
time anyway. So you may have pre-ordered the game and then they sold all the copies.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Walmart is a mess. Walmart is like so
Oh.
hit or miss if you're going to possibly even get your game.
Okay. I just don't see that being the case, but all right. There we go.
I don't either. It's
If you
kind of their business to not do that. Like
Yes.
it's the one thing they had to do. So I'm
if you
pretty
pre-order
sure.
something, I'm pretty sure they'll have it. But all right, go ahead.
Now, Best Buy
Uh-huh.
has changed a lot in recent years. But I'm going to give you a
previous employer of Phillips here.
story, which is why I don't get games at Best Buy. There was a time, it was before I was on YouTube, there was a game I really wanted, and I did pre-order it. And I went to pick it up at Best Buy.
Uh-huh.
So I walked in with my receipt, and they look like just the look. They don't know what they're like. What are you talking about? Pre-order a game? I was like, yeah, I pre-ordered this game. It's supposed to come out today. Where is it? Mm-hmm. Well, should be here, but it's not. It's not on this shelf. So now they had to go to the back. They had to send multiple people to the back of their warehouse. They were looking around. Oh, we can't find it. They were opening boxes. Come to find out, the games had been there for days, but the box with the games in it had been like pushed into some corner because it was near the end of the year, by the way. It was the holiday season, so they were very busy. And so they had pushed it into some corner, never put the games out, and basically I had to wait there for like over an hour to even get my game. And keep in mind, that wasn't, that was like, at a time when I wasn't doing playthroughs, so I didn't care. But imagine if it's a launch day of a game,
this is
super
kind
popular
of
game. Now I gotta go stand
This
around
story
at Best Buy
fucking not
for
only
an
does
hour.
it fucking suck, but it's super lame to complain about like just something got misplaced at the store. That's the highlight of this. Who cares?
Hour and a half while they go find the game. The only place in this area that I found is consistent and reliable for pre-orders that I can physically have the game in my hand.
That's true too. That hour was probably 10 minutes. Like, all right, let me check the back. Yeah, we can't find it, man. I think it's lost. I don't know. We'll get you another one though. And then that's just how he tells the story. Well, there were like 10 people looking in the back, and they couldn't find it. And then they said it's Christmas. Of course, it was a holiday season, of course. But yeah, who knows how bad it really was. But anyways,
what I want on launch day is GameStop. And if there were another retailer that I felt that I could trust to do it, I would, because there's a lot of practices at GameStop that I disagree with. All right? I know people who worked at GameStop. Things have happened behind the scenes that I disagree with. But right now, there's the only reliable source for me to get a game.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He got fired from there.
Now, there are other game retailers in Connecticut. The problem is they're 100 miles away. And that's the other thing. I'm not going to...
Was that GameStop? Did he work at GameStop? He worked at some store.
I thought it was GameStop, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
2 hours to go to a game exchange or a play and trade in order to get a game on launch day. So that's the bottom line. GameStop is the only reliable place in Connecticut for me to get games. If there were
Robust
other
4
options that I
already.
could trust, I probably would use them. But right now, GameStop is the only.
You say
viable
already
one.
like we haven't been here
Okay.
for an hour.
All right,
That's true.
So that is it for part 1 of
It's
Astro
like a
King.
fucking
I'm now gonna take a
eternity.
short break. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just go right ahead and scoot over to part 2.
Scoot
watching this
over.
on Twitch, I am going to take a few minutes
scooting.
to relax my voice a little bit. We'll be back
Scoot
after
on
a short
over,
commercial break,
boys.
and we'll continue on with many, many more questions for this episode of Ask the King. So don't go anywhere.
Don't go
Thanks, and
anywhere.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Exit
All right.
is. Oh, we'll be right back. Oh, we'll be right back. Ask the King. That's not the right way to say that. All right, I got it. Part 2. Ba-da-bow.
Connects to that setup.
Not that. Here. We have public. Oh, God. Public speaking, next gen resolution, and nice guy. That's our 3
Okay.
topics. Okay. Sounds good.
Strap in. Hold on to your butts, as they say.
Oh, public speaking. Yeah, I got public. Oh, was that you? Or was that him?
That was me. That's my bad.
Okay,
That's
okay.
my
I thought
bad.
it was maybe
No,
his
that was me.
video. I was like, holy shit. 13 seconds on that one.
How are they inconsistent?
Yeah, it is weird. That was 13 seconds. Oh, and we go back there. Now we're here. Oh, he
I
almost.
almost did it again. Okay, everyone. Welcome back to part 2.
Why does he
of
mute
Ask
it
the
at
King
all?
for November
don't-
7th, 2013. Let's
I
jump
know,
right
why?
back into the questions because we got a ton to
Doesn't
answer.
mute anything now.
I think because he's probably streaming on Twitch at this point, just kind of like ignoring them, but he's on Twitch as well. I think he's doing that. So maybe he did really take a break and mute himself. I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows, though? Oh.
All right, next question
Okay,
is
go
from
ahead.
Malbian. And Malbian asks, hey, Phil, do you think it's worth it getting a PS3 at this time, or should I wait for the PS4? What do you think? All right.
Oh, it's a simple
Interesting
question. Wow.
Malbian. Well, the first thing you want to do
We rarely see questions this short,
is
actually.
look at the price point. All right.
Price point.
PS3.
Hey, the answer's not going to
Probably,
be
I
as
would
short,
think,
though.
No.
in the next couple months might have a price drop. Now, I don't
Ooh.
know if that's true or not, but the way I see it, if PS4 is only $400, PS3 cannot retain a 300. I think even now you can get a model for like 250. Can't retain that price point.
250.
All right. It's probably gonna have to drop in price as demand for the new system goes up. Demand for the old system will go down. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would you want a PS3? Well, let's face it. Think of some console or exclusive games that have come out this year for PS3.
Yeah,
is he selling
such
the
as
PS3
The Last of
right
Us,
now?
Such
Like,
as
just answer the
Beyond Two
question.
Souls. Quite good games. Games
Quite
that a
good
lot of people would
games.
probably enjoy, and they're console exclusives. You need a PS3 to play these games. All right.
I
outside
legit feel
of
like he's
that,
trying to sell me one.
I know.
what else is exclusive to a PS3 that you would need? And you have to think about this. Well, there are some games that will
Can
be
you answer the
current
question,
gen that will not
please?
be next gen. For example, Dark Souls 2. It's coming out on PS3, I believe also on Xbox 360, but they haven't announced it for next gen yet. So if that's the case, and you want to be sure that you have a platform to play those kind of games on,
Oh,
all
my
right,
God.
then you need to get a previous
Please.
gen console, or I guess we'd say current gen until the next gen comes out. Then we'll be calling that current gen.
The worst
Obviously.
storyteller of all
Thanks for
time.
Is a
explaining.
Blu-ray player. So a lot of people who said, "Oh, I'm buying a PS3 to get a Blu-ray player." Well, the PS4 is also a Blu-ray player. So really, in that
There was no
regard,
point in
since they
bringing
can
it
both
up.
do
Yeah.
it's not necessarily
So really, I didn't have to say that, but now I'm here. So let me tell you about Blu-ray.
a point for either one.
I got a
The
lot of
question
them. Aren't
undoubtedly is going to come
okay?
down to this: games. Do you feel that there's
Games.
enough console exclusives and/or games coming out for the current gen of consoles in the next year that you
What?
want to buy a current gen console? Or are you looking at the game lineups for the next gen? You say, well, man, I want
What?
Infamous Second Son is coming out, and there's a couple other great console exclusives coming out in the long run for PS4.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to want. Then you should go for the PS4. So it really depends on what you're looking at. You know, there's not one definitive answer here. Yeah, one's better than the other. No.
Jesus
You
Christ,
want to
dude.
go with the console that's going to have the best games for you. And so you have to look at the lineups that right now as they are and say which is the better lineup and go for that console.
I think that person that asked the question is now tightening the noose around their neck because he didn't answer the question. God damn it. They just kicked the chair out from under him. Down from the disposal says, if you are a cute girl, I'll search for the item for you. Big ups down from the disposal. Thank you. I agree with that statement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Next
the answer
question.
was. If you want this console, get this console. But if you're looking for games on that other console, get that other console. Got it?
Is from
Same thing as his reviews. If you like it, you'll like it.
TJP Acking. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Come on. Come on. This has to be a LARPer.
Is from CJP Acking. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I apologize. This question is, hey Phil. I was wondering what you and John Rambo do.
Where's CJP
for your setup
now?
When you guys do
CP Acking.
gameplay that requires 2 separate discs, meaning John needs his own copy of the game and I need my own copy of the game. It's not a split screen game.
What?
Okay. And where Rambo also needs to be connected to Xbox Live, like we did recently to do Suicide Kings and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Suicide Kings.
I'm curious because I don't play many games in co-op, and if at all, and I can't really see how a setup like that would work. Also, does this setup have to be adapted for direct capture? Well,
Oh my God,
the
who
way that we
cares?
do it, I know we actually haven't done a
I don't
video
even know.
like
I didn't even
behind
hear
the
the
scenes
question.
of that
I heard
stuff
every
in a
word
long
and got none
time.
of it.
What, who
So you
cares?
guys probably have not seen that setup in quite some time. The
My
way
bad.
it works is that I have my setup here on the couch. So I have my console, my Xbox, let's say. It's connected to my TV. It's connected to my capture device, my own headphones that I have here for myself. And we have a microphone. This microphone.
Thank you for picking that up. What a little rinky-dink fucking
Look at this. Look, when EA had a choice between iJustine to host their events or DSP, you surprised by their choice here?
That was what
at
he's got
this.
going on.
Yeah.
Okay. This microphone sits right here on the table. Usually when John's here, I put it a little bit near the edge of the table. And the reason I do that
Ooh.
is because to the side of me, I have a chair, a nice cushy brown chair in the corner here. We've got a
Thanks for describing the chair.
Cushy brown chair.
large storage ottoman
We all have a brown chair, don't we?
on which John will put
have
his
3,
console.
actually.
He puts a separate monitor.
Oh.
The game, he'll put it in the console. We'll hook up that Xbox to the monitor. And then that
Oh.
Xbox will run to my modem. Okay? And John will have his own set of headphones that connects to that setup.
Okay.
So John has his own thing going on. He's got his own headphones, his own console, everything separate from me.
I
which
feel
have
like
set up
people
right
understand the concept of
here.
this, but
And then both of those
I didn't
consoles are
actually
hooked up to
know
my
they were
modem.
recording those in the same room. They really didn't just play that shit online.
no, they did it literal same room because they only had one mic, so they're all talking to that same fucking mic. Because remember, they're
You mean
not.
to tell me
yeah.
that motherfucker couldn't get an Xbox Live microphone and talk through the in-game chat for the
Stop.
video?
You guys are saying these stupid suggestions. What's wrong with you guys? One microphone, guys.
360 came with a microphone.
Do you
It
guys?
was fucking packaged in.
You guys don't operate a household. Stop the
They may
slander.
think, oh, that's a problem.
Assholes.
my bad.
It's really not, as long as you set the consoles to not try to do the same IP address.
Oh.
What that means is the same, basically, location in your router going to the internet. As long as you set them to manually be 2 different addresses, you're perfectly fine. You can have 2 different Xbox Live accounts set up to run at the same time. So
Okay.
that's how we do it. And so John has his own thing going on. I have my own thing going on. Now, one thing that we have to do.
Did he have
when
to
we're
say?
doing co-op
Did he say
commentaries
they
is
had
we
to
wanna
set up
keep-
2 different addresses?
IP addresses. Because I mean I don't think it's that elaborate. I don't think that elaborate of a setup would be needed.
I had 2 360s in the same building at one time. You just fucking play online.
Yeah,
What is he
I don't think.
talking
I don't know.
about?
hear each other is, let's say I have these headphones on.
Yeah.
What I
Then
try
what?
to do.
Oh yeah, let me see
They're a
this.
little caught up right now. Oh, great. Here we go.
Here we
What
go.
I
Great.
kinda
Here we
do,
go.
I'll have them on, but I'll maybe tilt the headphone to one to
Oh.
the side. So maybe I have this ear fully on and this ear's kind of half on. So I can hear John's commentary and we can respond to each other as we're playing. So it's kind of an elaborate setup.
Oh, thank you. It's very professional setup. I have one side of my ear, a little bit off. It's not completely on. So, yeah, it's a kind of an elaborate setup.
Previously, it was a little bit easier than that. It was still the same setup, okay?
Yeah, that's
But
what I thought.
It was me with my camera here on my table, and the camera would automatically pick up the audio from both of us. We didn't have to worry
okay.
about a microphone and microphone positioning
See?
and
Told ya.
headphones or anything like that. It has become a little bit more complicated since we instituted the direct capture, but we're making it work for now.
Okay.
Should be easier.
All right, next
Yeah.
question.
All right, horrible
Dear
question.
DSP,
Just do it online. Whatever,
I'm curious
whatever.
how you got so good at public speaking, and what did you do so you don't get
Oh, you're so awesome at public speaking. How'd you do that?
rusty at it? Like, was it writing? Was it repeated reading, etc.?
Oh, God.
What I'd like to know... No, what I like about... Sorry, I'm reading this completely wrong.
Yes.
What I like about your communication skills is that while
Spoiler
often
alert.
I will disagree with what you have to say, your delivery and skills at it are so great that... You know, I want to hear your opinion, even if it's an opinion that that I don't agree with.
Yeah, hello?
You also can do
Is he
this
making
stuff
this
on a
up as
first
he
take,
goes?
too, which is
Sounds
amazing.
like it.
The reason I ask is I'm a very poor public speaker myself.
Oh,
I'm doing more
God.
verbal communication these days and finding that I say or I pause a lot, and I can't really
Doing
get into
more
the details
verbal
I'd like to.
communication.
What I recommend is just saying stuff. Don't worry about what you're saying. Just say words. People love that. That's what I do as
Yeah, just let them
DSP.
fall out of your mouth in any order, really.
You're thinking too much.
To improve upon
Just say
with myself.
anything.
Thanks in advance. And that question was from Kev Factor.
Kev Factor.
Well, first of all, thank you for the compliment.
Oh,
I appreciate that
definitely.
people say that I'm a good public speaker. And the thing is,
I really am.
unlike a lot of other YouTubers or people on the internet, if you notice in my videos, I'm not, a jump cut over here and a jump cut over here and a jump
Oh
cut,
my
jump
fucking
cut.
god!
Everything
It's
I
because
do
you
is
don't
one
have
take, and
the
it's-
you don't have the skill, dude.
Don't have the skills,
He's-
don't have the work ethic. So, okay, great.
Yeah,
if you haven't
that's
noticed,
too much
I
work
don't
even
edit.
if you needed it, which he does. Yes, sir.
I don't know if you noticed, but I do not edit anything. Thank you. Oh, Mickey Thor says, replace ums with a snort. All done. There you go.
Genius advice. Don't
go
like that.
ongoing. Because I have kind of really worked hard on the method of continuing a thought and thinking things through while I talk it out. A lot of people can't
Oh my
do that.
God, this is Michael Scott levels right here, man. Come on. What?
Have kind of really worked hard on the method of continuing a thought and thinking things through while I talk it out. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people, they can read a speech,
That
but they
explains
can't
why his
talk.
speech is so disjointed and there's so much filler because he's thinking about it as he says
Yeah.
it literally.
We'll find the point along the way. We'll get there in the end, but we don't know where we're going.
And just relay their feelings on the fly, they get nervous. This is kind of what Kev Factor's saying. If I try to do something like that, I get nervous or I start stuttering, I start saying a lot.
Oh, you need a sip for this. Hang on.
Well, you might notice this. I mean, some people have noticed this, some people haven't.
Oh, please.
I have my own ums. First of all, I say I do. I say quite a bit.
Yeah.
I also say basically a lot.
Yeah.
I know I say basically a lot. And a lot of people have called me out on that, saying, why do you say that so much? I just said Look at that.
The assholes.
The reason you say those words, they're filler
because they're
words.
haters
They're time
and
fillers,
sickos
so that as
online.
you're thinking out the thought in your head that you want to say next, it gives you a little bit of extra time to complete the thought.
Pig-splaining right now.
You get better at it in time.
ALT, do you have your
And-
own do you have any fillers that you personally don't like about yourself?
I don't know. What is it? I can't think of any. I know there's some shit
I'm
I say all the
definitely an
time.
ummer.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an
There's some
ummer.
shit I say all the time.
I started my public speaking experience when I was in grammar school. There were actually public speaking contests where you would write a speech about a historical figure, and then you would give the speech in front of everyone.
Whoa.
And I didn't win, but I think I ended up getting like second or third place at one of them or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't think I
Something
won,
like that,
but I
don't
got
know.
second or third. I can't remember.
it gave me experience of talking in front of people and not being nervous. Then later on, as I got into video games, now I'm playing games in an arcade in front of a public people. You know, you can't be nervous. You have to play an arcade game in front of everyone. It's kind of like you
This
have
is
to have the
such a
balls to do it.
stretch.
Playing games in front of people is the same as public speaking. Come on, man. Come on.
Lose, you got to take your criticism.
Right,
Later
right.
on, I went to the competitive Street Fighter community,
Right.
and again, you're in a tournament
talked
setting.
to
You may
nobody,
be on
I
a
had
stage,
nobody-
you may
no
be
friends.
in front of a public audience, and you have to perform. And if you don't, you have to be able to take the heat for
Completely
it. And
different
then it was just a
world.
natural progression when I went and got an office job. I have to do a presentation, or I have to lead an event, maybe a continuous improvement
Oh my
event.
God, could you
It's again, you're in
imagine?
front of people, you're under the heat. But I just got
Like
better.
any ounce of like power he had, you know, it went straight to his fucking head, you know. All right, guys,
I'm just
welcome
thinking
to the ACE certification meeting. I am Philip Burnell, your host today. You know, like, you didn't get the memo on the dress code, Stephanie. We cannot be wearing that. Okay, I'll get out of here. Come back when you're ready. You know, he'd be doing that shit all the time. But
better at it in every aspect of my life. seems to have had some kind of a public thing where I had to be in front of the people in the public and not be shy, but be more outgoing and kind of be able to handle it.
Yeah.
And so when I finally
What a
started
legend,
doing stuff
dude.
for YouTube, it was a natural transition of
Natural
me just,
transition,
okay,
obviously.
I've been doing this all along. Now I'm just going to be talking to, this is actually easier talking to a camera rather than talking to people. It's
Yeah,
actually, I would
burping,
say,
that's
a
the
little
key.
bit more nerve-wracking when I'm at a
Yeah,
convention.
people typically
and I've
hate
got
when
a
I burp
convention-
in their face. You guys don't seem to mind like this, so
You can subtract some ums from your repertoire if you burp more.
room full of people here to see me, and I have to talk directly to
Fill
them.
it with
That's
dead
more
air.
difficult than just talking to a camera. Because look, I'm just looking at a lens now. I'm not looking at all these people who are actively looking for maybe something from me. All right. So
What? From me, yeah. Whatever.
it comes in time. What I would say, I don't know how old Kev Factor you are, but if you can, in school, have the possibility of maybe doing some of these oratory things.
Oratory things?
If you're at a
Oratory.
job where maybe you
Read
have
about
the ability to
oratory.
there's something going on, an event. I want to do a presentation. You want to give yourself this kind of practice. That's
Yeah,
how I did
definitely.
it, just through everyday things in my job or my work or my
Oh,
school.
I loved public
that
speaking
allowed
in
me
high
to
school.
finally get the ability
Wanna
to
do
do this kind of
oratory
stuff. And
things.
now, like I said, this is the ultimate version of it because I'm doing all this on the fly. What I'm giving you right now is not a predetermined answer that I wrote down on a piece of paper and I'm writing this as a speech or anything like that. This is actually just me thinking of this on the fly.
this is actually just
and
me
giving you this
rambling like a maniac for
Hold
10
on a second.
fucking minutes.
This guy's got to be kidding.
anything like that. This is
Wait.
actually just me
No.
thinking of this on the fly and giving you this answer. And that's
What?
the ultimate, the penultimate
This is on the fly?
of how you can do it. And
This
it's
is
funny
the
because you got some, like, the
penultimate
president
ALT. Pay
doesn't do that. The
attention.
president gives a speech that he wrote. I talk from the heart on the fly.
Oh my
I really feel that's the
God.
hardest thing that you
He's
can
better
possibly
than the
do.
president.
No jump cuts, because that's the thing. These YouTubers, they're so
This is
popular.
the hardest thing you can possibly do.
Look, there's a jump cut every 5 seconds. You want to know why? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a fucking scripted video, and they suck.
Ooh.
They probably
They
fuck up
suck,
every 5
dude.
seconds, so they take the best
They
cuts of
fucking
everything
suck.
and splice them together to make it look like a fast-moving jump cut video. Those people don't actually have talent.
Assholes.
It's the people who can do this, who can talk to you
Oh my
nonstop
God.
that have the talent, but unfortunately, the fad is
Nonstop.
jump cuts. Ugh,
That's all
I
that
have ADD.
matters
I
is
like
how many
Oh my
words are
God.
coming out, not
Amazing.
actually what's being said.
jump cuts, and unfortunately,
fuck?
that's what's popular. Whatever.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. You ever think of that? There's a reason why that's popular? What the fuck?
Okay, next question is a long one.
Oh, God. We haven't had enough of
Jesus.
those? What time is it? All right, we still got 15 minutes till we scheduled to even start, but he's not in chat yet.
By
That'll
the
be
way,
like half this question. Let's go.
The question's from Industrial Gamer, but Industrial Gamer is not the only person who asked this question. There are
cares?
actually several people who asked similar questions.
Just get
but
to
I thought
it.
that Industrial Gamer kind of worded the question the best. That's why I'm going to use his question as the one that I read in the show.
Okay, do not care. Go.
Excuse me. All right, so Industrial Gamer asks, I am curious to know your personal stance on the resolution of next-gen titles. This seems to be one of the biggest controversies between the two platforms, sparking many news stories and worried gamers.
This
Most
already
people have
sucks.
confirmed that Xbox One's exclusive titles are natively only 720p and in some cases 900p. In the case of Rise is going to be 900p. Killer Instinct will be 720p.
Shoutouts 900p.
And the only 1080p
And under
launch
900p
title
is a crazy res.
Shoutouts, dude. 900p.
that's going to be out for Xbox One is Forza 5.
Whoa.
Sony's first-party titles, on the other hand, are all running natively at 1080p resolution. Killzone, Infamous, etc. Some third-party games like Call
Okay.
of Duty Ghosts
Oh
are
my
1080p on PS4.
I'm so tempted.
But on Xbox One,
So tempted
it's
right now.
unknown, and the developers are refusing to comment, almost like they know that it's not going to run at that resolution. They don't want to reveal it.
All right,
My question is
you
this: do you
win.
think
All
that the
right.
resolution and graphical fidelity in games between two consoles, no matter how slight, will ultimately boil down to segregation of one particular audience? Like
Segregation?
PS3 generation all got the worst cross-platform
Jesus.
game. What is your personal
Whoa.
preference? Can you see yourself citing to one platform for native resolution and
personal
slightly, but
preference
probably
on
not that it's noticeable,
segregation.
but it is.
There's the separate there's the separate restrooms for the 900p games. Okay, makes sense.
better graphics. Okay. Now, apparently, that is coming out. Now, here we are, less than 2 weeks until the launch of these new consoles, and the information is coming out about resolutions of games and what's going to happen. Here's what I have to say, and I really have to
Okay,
say, this. I'm not
please.
trying to defend either console in this statement.
Here we
all right?
go.
I just want you to understand something, though.
Okay, gotcha.
Just because there's a number on a resolution, it doesn't mean that it's going to run well. So bear with me. Sure, we know that some games are going to run at 1080p. Do you know what frame rate those games are going to run at?
This is a 1080p neighborhood. Get your 900p out of here.
Sure, they may tell you it's supposed to run at 60 frames or 30 frames per second. Can you confirm that? Because the thing is, I've had history with PC gaming. And I know the higher resolution you go, the more detail you add, the less frame rate you typically get. So sure, you want to pump up the graphics to high resolution, but there's no guarantee that those games are going to run well. And the other thing we have to realize, this is the first wave of games for these consoles. This is the very first time that console developers are making games for these consoles.
Yeah, they're all going to
Just
look
look
and
at the
run like
change
shit.
in the quality and
That's how it
graphics
always
from when
goes.
Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 first launched versus some of the photorealistic visuals we've gotten in the past few years of games like Beyond Two Souls and The Last of Us. Look at that. Look how crazy that looks compared to what we started with.
Okay.
So what you have to realize, especially when you're going into a new console generation, your number is just a number. You may not, just because it's running, it's going to run at 1080p on PS4, 720p on Xbox One, but you really don't know what that'll look like till you play it. You have to look at it with your eye and say, what if it runs at full 60 frames per second on Xbox One, but only 30 frames per second on PS4 because it has the higher resolution? So now you got to decide what's better, more detail in the graphics or more frames of animation per second. And everyone's going to have a different answer. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I haven't played either console. Maybe the 1080p games will run at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, this
Then go
sucks,
down Sony. You know what I mean? But what I'm
There's
trying to say for you is
nothing
this.
even here.
The consoles aren't out yet. We haven't played the games yet. Don't try to make a harsh judgment until they're out and we know exactly what we're getting. The reason you're seeing all these articles appear right now is because the new consoles is the hype for this year. It's what everyone's talking about. So they're trying to find something to write about. Really, no one knows what's going to happen until those fucking games are out.
Wasn't the original question about how he felt about it?
Yeah, we just need to explain the entire concept of resolution now.
Space until the consoles come out, and people are only giving it credence because it's hype right now. The consoles are about to come out. Wait a couple weeks, then we actually play all the games. Then let's actually sit down and talk about graphics and who's better and what's what. Okay.
Okay, so I'm not answering your question.
All right.
Got it?
Okay.
I will not answer your question.
Next question is from Black Ice.
I will definitely
shut out Black Ice.
Black Ice asks the following. He says, hey, hi, Phil. I've been a fan since way back when you played Dead Space and you made that video called Scary as Hell.
Oh!
Way back in 2008.
Hey, hell yeah! You know that video? You've heard it for far too long.
I've always had this question, and really, it's pertinent at this moment, so I'll ask it.
Oh, please.
I remember that the friend request ridicule videos that you did, you eventually stopped doing those because you felt that, although it was...
Hello?
Because you felt... Sorry, I'm reading it wrong. I'm butchering this.
Yeah.
You eventually stopped doing them because you felt that it was wrong to do to the fans who supported you. So it was wrong to make fun of the fans who were supporting me, okay? But now that you don't do anything like that anymore, and you actually try as hard as you can to be good to your fans, you're treated like shit.
When's that start?
When you did things to make fun of your fans and not really respect them in those videos, like friend request ridicule, and those times that you laughed at your fans and not with them, you were like loved. So what gives? What do you think happened? And not with them, you were like loved. So
it's like that's not me. It's like in the video. Hear that?
I thought it was you.
Yeah, it's not. Wait, listen.
You laughed at your fans and not with them. You were like loved. So what gives? What do you think happened? What do you think has changed?
Weird.
Since
glitch in the matrix there.
You started in that.
We took the red pill. Let's go.
And the first thing you have to realize is that I've evolved as a person since I started on YouTube.
Okay.
He's evolved. He's
probably have watched me over the years have evolved as people. Think about it. If you've been watching me
we moved on since we were making jokes about the Jews.
since 2008, that's 5 years, man.
Whoa.
That's 5 years of your life you've been following someone on the internet. That's a significant investment in time. How many people can say that they watched 5 seasons of a television show?
This is for this situation. Situations like this.
And I completely understand that. And the DSP of the past, that guy who treated everything as a joke, didn't take anything seriously. Oh, look, I got friend requests on my Xbox even though I told people not to do it. Let's read these stupid little kids' messages and make fun of them. You know what I mean? And then make fun of them and laugh at them and ridicule them.
Yeah.
Is a different mentality than what I would do today. And it's absolutely hilarious. I agree that today, when I've stopped doing that kind of stuff, I don't really make fun of people anymore. All right? I don't really call people out anymore. In fact, it was a rare occurrence that earlier this year I did call out one particular person for the slander that he had been making about me and still...
What's his name? Say his name, Philip. Because it rhymes with May and starts with evil. Why can't you just say it, Philip? It's like Voldemort. We can't say the name. Yet,
he shall not be named.
Be summoned here.
I did call out one particular person for the slander.
Jaha doesn't actually work that way. Maybe he thought it was like a universal detractor trait.
Still makes to this day. it's rare that I do that. I prefer to focus on my work, to focus on the positive, and not to do negative shit like that, because I understand that when I did it, it was because it was new to the internet. It was a new experience for me. I did it. It was funny, but it might hurt someone's feelings. It might be taking stuff the wrong way. Some of those people might have been younger kids who didn't read that.
They definitely were.
Requests, all right? Or maybe they're just trying to be nice and they just don't know how to formulate a sentence. And it was mean. It was actually mean-spirited of me to do some of the stuff that I did in the past. And, you know, what it is, I think a lot of people also get this misconstrue, I'm the king of hate. Oh, that's because he hates on everyone. No. That's not where I got the name from. I've now explained so many damn times. It's because people find a way to hate me, and I take that hate and I turn it around into fuel for me to keep going.
People find a way to hate me. Dude that actively actively said he wanted to be the heel. They found a way to hate him. Okay.
It happened in the Street Fighter community. Now it's happening on YouTube.
Found a way.
Stop me. You know what I mean? But I've grown and I've changed since getting a phone call. I don't know who it's from. Actually, that kind of looks like it's a phone call from GameStop. I wonder if they're going to talk to me about the PS4 launch. But anyway.
Yo, listen, you buy everything we put out. You buy everything we put out. We just want to let you know. We got the PS4s coming in. How many do you want? How many we put you down for?
4 or 5 of them. We'll just, as many as you want to purchase for full price, of course.
We got a special deal going on. We can get the 13-year insurance. A lot of people are saying it's a great deal. $100. We were doing this only for you. You in for that or what? Well, also, we can get you every single game that comes out. We can give you that pre-order. You in for that or what? He's definitely going, oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I'll take that. Absolutely, yes. Also, can I get extra cooling fans? Oh, yeah, we'll give you a lot of cooling fans. We'll give you all the cooling fans we got.
This has basically been an evolution for me. Since I started on the internet, I was
evolution
digging around. Then I started taking it a little bit more seriously. Then I started doing it for a job, and these things evolve over time. Okay. And so undoubtedly, as a person, I'm going to evolve over time. Originally, I was kind of a
I got to bring it back.
Cynical, mean-spirited dick. Today, I'm not anymore. And that's why it's so funny that today, out of all the times that I've been on YouTube, today I have more people who say that I am a bad person than before when I actually was doing things that were mean-spirited and bad, in my opinion. So it's hilarious because if
more interactions and more time with you is leading to people not liking you, that should be a red flag. Like you should be thinking about that and doing something about that.
From the content I used to put out, and the fact that people can try to say that, it's just factually wrong.
Ooh.
So that's why I find it funny that these idiots are trying to flip it. And again, when you look at the black and white, when you look at the facts, you know that it's bullshit.
I'm sorry, the what? I'm sorry.
I'm going to play this again. That sounded pretty bad. Hold on.
Trying to flip it. And again, when you look at the black and white, when you look at...
Ooh! The black and white. Oh, that's telling. That's telling.
Nice. Well, Freudian slip there for you.
2 options. You got the black or the right. All right?
Careful,
Makes sense?
Careful.
I know. I'm just repeating what he said, by the way.
Idiots are trying to flip it. And again, when you look at the black and white, when you look at the facts, you know that it's bullshit. No, I'm not scamming my fans. I'm not hugely mean-spirited to my fans. You know, when do I do this? When do I just sit in chat and I put my feet up like this and I say, let's make fun of people. Oh, look, this guy's name is stupid. Ban him. Oh, look, this guy I don't really like. Ban him. Oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. Ban. You know, when do I do this? I don't. I'm focusing on putting out Ask the King.
Because that's why people hate you, because you call out people in chat. Yes, definitely.
Answer your questions. If I didn't care about the fans, why would I even do Ask the King? You know what I mean?
Because you want the money from it.
It's just preposterous, the shit that people say.
I know,
just to get noticed, just to get views, and just for their own popularity, and for this. Because they want to make money.
I hope you're not calling out people here. You said you don't call out people anymore. What? We started this with we don't call out on people anymore. Now we're calling out people.
Let's hate on someone who's known as the king of hate. It seems like there's a bandwagon mentality. Let's do it. And that's what's happening right now.
Let's do it.
You know, there's nothing I can really do to prevent against it. Bottom line is I've made positive changes in my life over the past several years. I've stopped doing a lot of the negative stuff, mean-spirited stuff that I used to do. And for anyone to say these preposterous things about me, like, it's just so off base. From anyone who's informed, for anyone who's in the know,
Okay,
you
gotcha.
know how stupid it is.
Ah,
Evil
okay.
AJ wasn't in
Okay.
the know.
He wasn't in the know. He those clips he got from Phil's videos, that were because he wasn't in the know. He's actually good
He was
at Metal Gear.
uninformed on those clips.
Yeah, he's actually awesome at the game.
Next question is from
Oh, God.
Calm Before the I'm screwing up here. Calm Before the Storm.
Calm.
Okay. And his question is, hey, Phil. I heard that you have bought and played through Pokemon X and Y. Actually, it's Pokemon Y that I have. I was really surprised when I heard this, and I remember that you said that you probably would not be playing it. I
Yeah.
wanted your thoughts on the game. Did you enjoy it? What did you think of all the new Pokemon? The reason why I ask is because the Pokemon series is by far my favorite video game series of all time. And it would be cool to know your opinion on the game. Also,
Welcome to
a
Normie
review
Central.
of the game.
Favorite
Good
Pokemon game.
question. Okay.
Well, the bottom line is this. That's what I'm calling for the start.
Oh, you think so? All right.
Yep, here we go.
The truth of the
So
matter.
yes, I have actually played through and completed.
Not yet,
I
not
beat it
yet.
about a week ago, I believe. Pokemon Y. Why did I get the game? Well,
Pokemon Y. Why did I get the game?
about a week ago, I believe. Pokemon Y. Why did I get the game? Well, a couple reasons. First of
That's
all,
a funny line in someone else's review somewhere.
yeah, you know. But it's like unintentional. That's what makes it funny.
I haven't played my Nintendo 3DS in a while, and I was looking for a new game. And my girlfriend was the same. She hasn't played her 3DS in a while. And so we went to the store and we said, oh shit, this came out. And we realized that if we each got it, that we could potentially trade Pokemon with each other and do stuff in the game with each other. In fact, when she comes and visits me in December, we'll probably try to do maybe some Pokemon battles and stuff. So I got Y, and she actually got X. And I played through it, and what I have to say is this.
X.
How fitting
The game
she
is
got
exactly
X.
what I expected it to be. Because the Pokemon series has literally not evolved since its inception.
Okay.
It's the same premise.
Keyword today is evolved for sure. That's the special keyword today.
Yeah.
We said evolved all
That
the
was on
fucking
his-
time.
Word of the day calendar was evolved today.
You're a Pokemon trainer. You're going to go out and catch Pokemon. You're going to do Pokemon battles against other trainers, but you're also going to do random encounter battles with single Pokemon. You have a chance to catch the Pokemon. If you catch them, you train them.
Okay,
you can
yes.
level them up. You're
Okay.
also going to be looking around.
Who do you
in
think you're
dungeons and
explaining
hidden
fucking
areas for-
Pokemon to, dude?
Yeah, wait, slow down. So there's Pokemon you battle? Okay, please tell us more about this game. I've never heard of it.
Rare items which you can add
okay.
abilities to your Pokemon to either have them have like special abilities in combat and stuff like that.
Oh,
or
so
you're gonna
these
find
Pokemon
rare
have
items to
special
heal them
abilities?
or
Yeah,
This
they
is
can
new.
fight.
This is new.
I guess too. Okay.
accentuate them in battle.
Okay.
The Pokemon will evolve.
Oh,
There's some
wait.
special situations
Oh, they
where you
evolve?
can have them evolve.
He's like intentionally saying evolve now. It's like 1,000 times now.
The Pokemon will evolve.
Yeah, hey Phil, I'm coming up. You excited for me to come up this weekend? Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited, Leanna. We can trade Pokemon. Actually, I want to do something else, maybe more intimate. Okay, yeah, we can do battles in bed. Great. I'll bring the cable.
Evolve. There's some special situations where you can have them evolve, and there's going to be rare Pokemon that you're going to be able to find in the game. And you're going to travel all around the world, going from
those going to
location
evolve?
location, from gym to gym, until you beat a certain amount of gym leaders and you get their badges, which then lets you go to the Pokemon League. You win the Pokemon League, and that's the end of the game. Now, the
Okay.
one cool thing that I liked about Pokemon Y was
Spoiler,
that
I
there's a
fucking
side
guess. He just
plot
told you the whole game.
Yeah, hang on. There's gyms.
about the game.
Gin to gin. You go from gin to gin.
Has nothing to do with the Pokemon League at all. And it is
Don't
time
tell the
consuming. It's an
Tangeray.
interesting side plot. But
What
outside
is
of
it?
that, this game has
Yeah.
not changed since the first ones, Pokemon Blue and Red. It's the same game.
Whoa.
The only difference is it has better graphics and improved controls and a few tweaks here or there. But it's pretty much the same exact premise. I was able to beat this game with zero problems. I didn't get stuck.
Okay.
I didn't. I
It's a
can't win this
fucking kids
battle
game,
because
bro.
I remember
know.
What are you
everything from
talking
when I played
about?
Pokemon in the 90s. I applied it here, and I just basically ripped through the fucking game and whooped its ass. So it was fun.
Whoa.
It was interesting,
This is a real gamer here.
but it's
Yeah,
the
Billy
same
Badass
game.
beat a Pokemon game? Who would have thought?
Serious?
Crazy.
Holy shit.
And I mean, you say that Pokemon's your favorite series. I can understand that, but how you could have put up with these games for so long? This is like Call of Duty. Every year it's the same thing. This is the same game.
And no one buys those games either, do they? Pokemon and Call of Duty, no one buys those.
So I don't know how people can say that it's so much different. The only thing that I thought was cool is the online implementation. So now you can trade with people online if you want to. And you can actually battle people online as well. That's
Okay.
kind of unique.
Yeah, you
That's
already
different.
said that.
But besides that, it's the same game. So I enjoyed it, but don't look for any kind of changes or innovation. If you know Pokemon, you know what this game is. It is what it is. And that's
Okay,
really
so we got this. You're right. We got the Atlas. Atlas pointed out that if you like Pokemon, you'll like this Pokemon game review.
Every
Got
review
it?
seems to be this way. I've never noticed it till today, but he's
If you like
absolutely
it,
right.
you like it.
to say about it. There's really not much to even review.
Okay, so if you like it, you like
Now, I
it.
do want to say this before we get to
Uh-oh.
the next
Good,
question.
dude.
There's a
Solid piece of
person
logic.
named Private Joker
Uh-oh.
who actually asked me 4 interesting questions regarding fighting games and my history in fighting
Oh my
games.
god.
Guy was on a roll.
In particular, he asked me about a certain year and what I did that year to participate in tournaments and train for EVO, why I finally stopped going to EVO.
Okay.
Basically, a lot of pertinent, interesting questions regarding fighting games. I want to tell Private Joker, if you're watching,
sounds awful.
I've actually saved those 4 questions. I'm going to use those 4 questions as a back in the day segment for a future episode of Hate Live, my ongoing podcast. It's
Thank
that good.
God.
Your questions were that good and that informed that I really feel I could take your 4 questions and turn it into an interesting back in the day segment talking about my days as a tournament
Officer Jenny.
competitor in Street Fighter, and that will be at a future.
Atlas, you have a different take on that? Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny?
I don't know these people. Well, I'm so sorry. That was probably loud. Come back to me as I Google
Okay.
this.
Yep. Officer Jenny. I need a little spice. I need some spicy.
Nurse
Podcast, so
Joy's
we're not
the
answering those
Pokemon lady, I'm assuming.
She's the one that you know, she heals your Pokemon.
Pink
Today
hair
on
style.
Ask the King.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's going to be on a future podcast, and thank you, Private Joker, for those questions. You basically wrote a segment for me, so thanks. Okay. Next question is from Husky the Geek.
Oh,
And
me
Husky
too,
the
but
Geek
that wasn't given to me. That option was not given to me.
asks, I've been a fan of yours since the Street Fighter 4 days.
Ah, sorry, I'm
Since
going
then-
Nurse Joy.
Okay, gotcha. That's fair. You can't go wrong with any of the choices.
I've noticed that you've always had a fondness for comic book related merchandise,
Okay.
and I've witnessed some of your comics knowledge in your playthroughs. I actually work at a comic book
yeah.
store in
Full of
California.
knowledge, this guy.
So I want to know if you were ever a dedicated weekly reader, and if so, why you fell out of it. From various acquisition videos, I see you've continued to pick up trade paperbacks and such from time to time, but why not try weekly comic books again? In all honesty, Scott Snyder's current run on Batman is top tier, and I really think that you would enjoy it. Well, that is absolutely true. I would say from the early 1990s until even the mid-90s, I was a very, very big comic book fan.
Oh,
I was
God,
heavily
it
into
killed me.
X-Men. And when I say X-Men, I
Don't
mean
like
every
comic
X-Men.
books, ALT?
They had Uncanny X-Men,
I
the
don't.
new X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor. I was into all those comic books.
X-Force,
Christ.
X-Factor. What the fuck? I even watched X-Files.
X-Men. And when I say X-Men, I mean every X-Men. They had Uncanny X-Men, the new X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor. I was into all those comic books. For a while, I was into Spider-Man, so I was reading all the Spider-Man comics. Then for a while, I was into Batman during the whole the crippling of Batman, the
Jesus.
Nightfall plot line, and then the
You
death
took
of
that
Superman. I was into that
personally.
stuff.
I'm so sorry.
And then subsequently, that led me into a new generation of comics. When Image Comics launched, I was into Spawn and Gen 13 and those kind
Spawn.
of comic books.
We love
Okay.
Spawn.
There's the
Yes,
poll.
there was a period of time when I was heavily into comics, and it was a fad. It was the thing. At that period of time, there was this big boom in comics because it became realized that some of the classic comics, like X-Men #1, was selling for like $5,000. So everyone was like, holy shit, comics are worth money. And unfortunately, what happened, this is what happens whenever something comes about just the money, they started mass producing comics more
What's the
than ever
question? I really don't know. I don't care
before.
either.
It was
But
more
I
demand,
lost it.
and comics
Yeah.
became literally worthless. They were very
I thought
valued
about
for about
comic
5
knowledge,
years.
but I don't
and then
remember
by
how
the-
it related to games.
can't you just enjoy something for what it is, not worry about how much it fucking costs? Like, that's where, like, who cares if it doesn't retain its value? It's a comic book. Just read it, you know?
That's that consumer brain, ALT. It's thinking about what things cost to never actually cash in on it, of course.
At the end of the 90s, literally at the beginning of the 2000s, the comic book market tanked.
Okay.
And everything that people had they thought was worth money became worthless. I remember at one point, I had Spawn issues 1 through 20.
Whoa.
And to sell Spawn issues 1 through 20 in the 90s, you could make like $1,000.
pull over.
Now, you probably make $4 because no one cares anymore. What ended up happening is the digital age happened. Everything became digitized. No one wanted to keep up with these paper books anymore on a weekly basis. It just became too much clutter for a lot of people. And paper comics fell out of...
He's still 4 minutes late and not there. Look, is Phil okay? I'm worried.
Of the limelight. And it's kind of funny because when you think about it, right?
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Excuse me. Right now, you would think that with all the comic book movies coming out, the Avengers and Iron Man and the Batman Begins and new Man of Steel, with all these comic book movies coming out, you would think that comics would be at an all-time high readership-wise. In reality, they're actually at a low. People have actually adopted to these mainstream big screen versions of the characters, and they're not reading comics anymore.
You're meaning to tell
comic
me more
sales have
people are
become a
watching movies than than reading comics?
Yeah,
that's
who
fucking
would've
crazy,
guessed
isn't
it?
it?
Thing where you
Who
can
would've
buy
thought?
on a monthly basis. You could buy the comic digitally. You don't even go to the comic store anymore.
Yeah.
So for Husky the Geek, it's a combination of factors led to me stop reading comics. The first being comics, basically the fad ended. When the fad ended, a lot of the comic book stores in this area closed down. I remember just less than a mile away, there used to be a comic book store that I used to go to. At my local mall, there was a huge comic book store. Then there was a comic book store inside of FYE, and it all went away. They phased it all out when comic books started to die out. So that's number one. Number two, I got, as I said, and I said this a lot of times, I'll
Number
say it,
one for what? What the fuck is the question? I'm still trying to piece it together.
Randomly number one out of nowhere. Like what list are we working on here? All right, number one. Okay.
Became so ingrained in Street Fighter that Street Fighter became my hobby and my focus solely. I stopped playing console video games except for Street Fighter. I stopped reading comic books. So it was just Street Fighter, Street Fighter.
Number
for
two
me.
is I was
when
playing
that happened,
Street
to take up all my
Fighter.
free time, I didn't have time for anything else. So really, Street Fighter kind of permeated my free time. And that's why I stopped reading comics, and I actually gave them all away to someone who then put them in a basement. The basement flooded, and they all got destroyed. So probably about $5,000 worth of money spent on comics destroyed, and I don't own any comics anymore.
$5,000? I know he's exaggerating for sure, but Jesus, dude, you want to know where the money went? He can't keep. He cannot keep money. He's allergic to money.
That's $5,000 back then too. That's not even $5,000 current day. Like that. Wow, Bob. You were spending.
He's over exaggerating, but still, 1,000 in comics is insane. For a kid that's not even 18 years old, $1,000 spent on something. Holy shit, man.
Anymore.
And if you take him at his word, 5,000. That's insane.
Will I ever read new comics? Probably not. I'll be honest with everyone. It's too much to keep up with.
Be honest with everyone. I can't read anymore.
Issue. And if you don't read, you're reading this one, but if you didn't read this other title because there was a crossover,
too confusing for him.
What's going on? And it's too much. I was thinking about
that's true too. Because he does ask mommy for a lot of things. We know that. So he's very spoiled. So that could be true too.
About possibly following this Infinity storyline in Marvel. John Rambo is currently reading it, and he says it's really good. But I don't know. Do I really want to invest all that money? Because I'm sure it's probably like $20 for the first installment, $20 for the next installment. So I'll
why don't you borrow it
into this thing
just
to read 400
and no shit.
different
When
issues.
John Rambo comes over for co-op, ask him to bring the next issue.
Yeah, you could borrow from someone, but
I don't know anymore. I think I'm more relaxed. I think I've grown out of the comic book thing. A few things that are exceptions, like I said, I was reading The Walking Dead, and I probably will start reading that again eventually, because I kind of stopped reading it for a while. But comic books, they came and gone. They'll continue to go on. But it's funny how The Walking Dead as a comic book was popular, but as soon as it became a TV show, boom, insanely popular.
Okay.
That's what the mainstream kind of does to this stuff.
What?
And for me, at this point, I really don't have interest in going back to the comic books. It's just too
Okay.
much and too time consuming for me at this point in my life.
All right. Long
Reading
answer.
is too time consuming. Gotcha.
No time.
All
no
right.
time.
So that is it for part 2 of Ask the King.
Okay.
Going to take another short break, and I'm going to come back with part 3.
Holy
Again, if you're watching
shit.
this on YouTube,
All right, we're not finishing today. I'm telling you right now, we're not going to finish tonight. Part 3 is 59 minutes long. Fuck that, man. Not finishing it tonight. I don't care. I do not give a shit
feel free
either.
to just skip right to part 3. If you're watching this on
insane.
Twitch, please bear with me. I'll be gone for a few minutes for a commercial break to relax my voice, maybe get some more drink. We'll be back. We got, I
Oh my
believe,
God.
probably another.
Dude, the
1,
guy's
2, 3, 4,
unhinged with
5,
his
6,
Ask the
7, 8,
King.
9, 10,
That's
11.
wild.
We still got over a dozen questions to answer. So I will be back in just a few short minutes with some more pertinent questions. So stick around, and I'll see you in a
Some more pertinent questions. Like they... pertinent to what? All right. No, there we go. So we're going to wait till him to start here. But let's watch some stuff from today then, because that I didn't see. And we'll save part 3 for next week, because it's a fucking hour. So fuck that shit, man. It's better to start. Next week, we'll watch part 3 of that shit. But let's see the LTG shit. So this is not too long. Memology just put out a video. Here we go. Let's see this one here. So this is our breakdown of LTG stuff real quick.
So, I need to raise money in order to save my ass from these state taxes out of nowhere that came up out of nowhere. So people come out, we're supportive of Phil, let's cheer, let's up, let's tip. They do it, great. Now I'll get past the state taxes, but now federal tax. Oh, now you owe more because you made more money.
Like, you notice today I'm a different color background. So if you were to
Oh, this is this is one from, let's
watch this
see.
reaction, you say, okay, so the green
Oh,
was
this is
the
the
old
one from
the
today.
blue is the recent one.
This is one from today? Okay, I just want to be sure.
This is the one from today, and right now
Okay.
he's talking
Literally
about
at
how it's hard to tell when LTG is talking because his camera looks identical to when he did it the original time. So it just kind of goes over it. And he's like, you see, my background's a different color today, so you know I am
my
in the present.
God.
And yeah, let him play.
Like,
That's him right
that's
now.
what-
Same shot,
Oh
the
my
same
God.
webcam, the same spot. You can't
Yeah?
tell anything. It's the most confusing, stupid thing ever, right?
It's confusing.
So let's see if we can
How
even make heads or
stupid do you
tails of
think
what the
your
fuck's
viewers
going on
are?
in this clip. All right?
He's
I get
confused. His
5,000
viewers
today.
must
What do I do with
be.
it?
Improve your backdrop. For God's sakes, do something with it, man.
What do I need with the 5K?
And who is he talking to? Like, no one's responding. Like, you would think, oh, he's talking to people in his chat. No one's
Philip.
saying anything. Right? You make like 250K a year. Someone believes that. Yes, someone who makes 250K a year sits in a crowded
Yeah?
ass fucking like apartment bedroom that looks
Yeah?
like it's like 20 square feet with a felt background that
You
you
ever seen Asmongold set up? I mean, he makes way
Brother's
more.
literally with the roaches.
he
that
makes
guy.
way more than 250K a year. I'll tell you that right
can
now.
buy at fucking Joanne Fabrics and
Yeah?
a cat tree. That's the 250K way. He totally
Uh-huh.
wouldn't have like a better setup, right?
Anytime that I like lend myself to something, everybody else benefits and I don't.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we got to the root of it. We've literally just got to the root of it. He thinks that if he does content with me, all
Yeah?
right, that he's not going to benefit from it. Therefore, he's asking for money up
Yes.
front because he needs the money.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. the electric bill.
Memology's killing with this shit. Big ups Dist Optimist says, is he still talking about LTG? For God's sake, Phil, he doesn't want to cuck you. I know. It's so wild. He keeps going back to it.
The internet bill.
He wants his attention
and the
so
incredible
bad.
amount of
Uh-huh.
Games, new games.
You understand? That's why. Because if he didn't need the money, he's like, fuck it. Let's break the internet. Let's do the content.
No,
But he wants
here's when you don't want to do something. Many times, you raise your price to a price where, all right, I don't want to do it, but if you'll give me this much, then I'll do it. I've done it many times myself, like there's shit like, all right, I really don't want to do this, but they'll say, how much you want to do for this job, translation job. It's like, all right, this looks like a nightmare. I'll charge double what I
$250 an hour.
Yeah, I'll say, like, let's go insane, right? And I'll do double what I normally ask for. And then if they do say yes, I'm getting paid double. And I'll put up with it, But if they don't say no, then I don't really care anyway because I don't want to do it. And that's exactly what LTG is doing right the fuck here.
the money. He
Well,
doesn't
and
think
if
he's
you
gonna make
follow
any money.
DSP's logic, it's you don't want to do it, then why don't you just shut up and do it? What the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
That's not how anything works.
How many ways can I tell you I don't want to do this? It's like,
money on it. He outright just said, I made 100 candies on videos that made
What?
1 million views. Yeah, well, that's your fault. Where is your fan base then? Where,
What?
If you claim you have 3,800 paid subscribers on Twitch,
Yeah.
right? If this is legit, where
the number.
are they when you're doing these special events to support you? Wouldn't they say, hey, we really want to support LTG, so let's come out in
No.
force and let's watch the stream version of what he's doing. Let's do super chats. Let's do fucking bits. Let's toss shit his way. Let's support him or build him up. Why wouldn't they do that? Don't you think that my fan base would? Of course they would.
Because you beg for them every day. You beg way harder for them every day. Phil is not here yet. 15
His
minutes late
fans
now.
are trained in that way. When
Yeah.
he does a special event or whatever, he hypes it up for, you know, X amount of days, and then they come out and show support. Like, he's trained them. LTG
Yeah.
doesn't have that. I don't think. I don't know that to be certain, but it doesn't
Yeah.
sound
If this
like
was
it.
DSP versus
I've never watched like raw LTG content ever, so I don't know. But I mean, Philip has definitely massaged his fan base to know that he needs this much money every stream.
LTG, my side would be well supported. People would be positive and happy to see it happen. They'd be ecstatic. They'd be so hyped. This stream, right now, this stream has 500 so viewers. This stream would have 1,500, 2,000 viewers.
So
If I
what?
was playing against you in Street Fighter, if I had you on the show, the stream would be blown up. So why doesn't that?
So I think you're pretty clearly proving LTG's point here. So I don't want you to get that extra shit off me. Fuck you. You know? I don't want you to get extra
unless
viewers
you're
and
gonna
money
pay
from me.
me.
Yeah, pay me, and then you'll get the benefits. It's very clear.
happen on your end, Mr. Sparrow, Mr. Tweety Bird? Why doesn't that happen on your end? I want you to think about that. I wonder why people don't support me positively when I do content. Maybe if you can figure out the answer, maybe you could improve yourself, right? But that's something you have to figure out, right? But we could talk about all kinds of shit. Don't you think that people would like support that guy and give him some income?
Give me income.
LTG's getting frustrated, I think, you know? Like, how
The
can
guy
I get
doesn't
through to this
fucking
dude?
listen to anything.
How can I get through to this douchebag?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Why is it funny?
Yeah. I feel like I get LTG's feeling right here.
He laughs because he
Yeah.
has no answer.
Because it's so fucking stupid. He can't believe it.
He laughs like it's a joke when he has absolutely no valid response to what I'm saying. So I say, wouldn't you make income if we did it? And then he can't respond because either his response is, no, I wouldn't because my supporters actually don't support me. I didn't make big money on my previous collabs, right? Or
My
the fact that he got
God.
exposed that he needs the money bad, and that's why he's demanding it up front. Like, he has no answer, so he laughs.
Philip,
He's
this
trying
is...
to think so hard.
I know LTG is not a cool guy in any way, but one way that he
No.
dominates Philip is both in the looks department, for sure, taking care of themselves department, and verbally. You know what I'm saying? This is not a person you want to be sparring with in any way, physically or on the internet, because you clearly look like an idiot every time you try. It's so, like, sad,
Yeah, you can say
know?
what you want about LTG, but when he comes to people, sometimes the shit he says is funny, and
Yeah.
DSP's not winning in that department. 'Cause
No.
DSP's never been fucking funny.
No.
Hard and said, like, how do I come back to that and not look like a complete idiot?
This dude's lucky I'm not a standard black.
I don't even want to know what that is. I really don't.
Just-
Why did you do that?
Uh-oh.
Yo, it's Mac. Sean McAllister, yo. The Token Black.
Oh,
Show all types of paper trails, receipts, and just
For what? Who's asking for paper trails and receipts? What is he talking about? When did I say open your bank account? What are you doing right now? You're on stream, supposedly making content for your audience. You're staring down at your phone or something.
Who
This
cares?
is boring as fuck.
How
People
often
wanna
is
hear you
DSP
watch-
reading emails on his
I
fucking
know.
stream?
His 3,700 subs don't give a shit. So why are you worried about it, Philip? Just pocket watching.
Respond, not fucking sit there looking
Maybe
at
he's
something
looking
else.
at an
What are you doing?
unban email. Mind your
Yeah.
fucking business.
Uh-huh.
Doing, right? He probably is checking his income. How much you want to bet? He's like, oh shit, I wonder how much money I actually have because, you know, I'm actually probably broke.
Pocket
I need to see if
watching.
I'm in the red today.
Pocket
Let me check my
watching.
bank account while this is playing.
Pocket watching.
like nobody could ever come in here and calculate anything about me.
Yeah.
Nobody knows me
No
personally.
one cares, but no one wants to.
Except for you, Philip.
You're the one who's making financial demands. No one wants to care about how much money you make, but when you say, pay me this up front, pay me this up front, pay me this up front, it insinuates you need the money. you're desperate for the money, or you wouldn't.
No,
ask
it
for
insinuates he
up front.
wants to be paid for putting his work out there. Like I don't understand what he's not getting. LTG fancies himself some sort of talent or actor or something, and thinks that his image is worth something. So he's asking to be paid for it because that's how he views himself. It's not complicated.
Phil's trying to look so deep into like he wants to be paid up front. That means he needs the money. Like it's like that doesn't necessarily mean that. It means he wants to do this. He'll do this for this amount of money. That's why it keeps going up, because you're making it more annoying for him. He's like, all right, fuck it, 30,000 now. I don't want to give a shit about this. But yeah, that's the long and short of it here, is that Philip has nothing to make fun of, so he's just trying to find things to felt LTG on when really there's nothing there in this case, right?
It's your fault that people are saying this shit now.
Nobody's had a conversation about me.
No one's pocket watching. I don't care how much money you make, but stop asking for money up front to do something then.
You clearly are
And be a
pocket
man
watching,
about
sir.
it. Stop lying to everyone.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's lying and coping and excuses.
Look, even Alexa started talking. Alexa, stop.
Oh, even Alexa was pocket watching. Alexa was trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about, because she's in the next room.
Alexa?
Mr. Sparrow, you're full of bullshit, Mr. Sparrow.
Alexa.
Why are you fucking lying again, Mr. Sparrow? He's like, Alexa, stop that.
Oh my
Even
God,
his AI
dude.
in his house is against him.
AI, yes, the Alexa AI. That Alexa
Other than that,
AI.
Stop talking to me about money and all this revenue and all that type of shit.
No one is. You are.
You're saying they make a lot of money from his fans. That's why LTG's saying this?
No one is. You
Hey, LT, how do you
are.
feel knowing that this segment's an hour long in reality?
Oh my God.
You're the one asking for money.
Let it go,
which
man.
Means you need it. No one asks for something.
Let
and
it
demands
fucking
something they
go.
don't need. You like? How do you not? Again, does common sense not
Let
jive
it
with this guy's brain?
go.
You've created the dialogue, not me. I don't care how much you make. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I totally don't believe you.
Yes.
I mean, I did that just out of love for Destiny. That's why I did the little collab with him. I just like.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
He did the collab with Destiny out of love for him.
Yeah. He doesn't. So listen, it's very simple. He likes Destiny for whatever reason, and he doesn't need money to go on his show because he likes him. He doesn't like you, so wants money to do the show with you. It's pretty simple for anyone with a brain, but that's asking too much.
Way
Probably
over
the worst thing
DSP's head.
Yeah, and also Destiny offers him 100x the viewers when he went on Destiny's show that DSP would get. You know what I'm saying? DSP's hoping for 1,500 viewers. Destiny's 150,000.
Yeah, Destiny's pulling in exactly. I say thousands and thousands of people watch Destiny.
It's a
hundreds
little-
to watch the guy.
Little different opportunity there.
You could have said, is he not aware that in the last year, Destiny has been like fucking embarrassed and felted left and right?
Felted
I guess
left
he didn't
and
pay any
right.
attention to that, right?
Yeah.
So is
Yeah, he's trying to
DSP
get-
though, right? And who's
Yeah.
still more popular? It's still fucking Destiny. So
Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
I haven't seen any Destiny begging compilations, to be honest.
Intellectual
but
discussions with people. People
maybe
are
that's
wiping
just
the
me.
floor with him. He's got a whole drama arc going on with his relationship.
Uh-huh.
He's got all this fucking stuff going on. He thinks, oh, I love Destiny. I got to collab with that guy.
DSP, could you please oh god, I gotta see that. Can you please outline the Destiny drama, please, Philip? Since you seem to know so much about it, I'd love to hear his take on that.
He thinks, oh, I love.
But he doesn't know anything about anybody else, right? Remember that? I don't know anything about anybody.
Of course not. He
I
doesn't
don't watch anybody
do drama,
else.
ALT. Come
I
on.
love Destiny. I got to collab with that guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm gay. Oh my god! Like, dude, what on earth are you talking about?
He does.
Sure.
He does.
You totally didn't
People are positive about me, not Destiny.
do it because you thought it was going to give you a boost. You did it because you love Destiny. That's a really, really embarrassing thing to say. And I understand that. If you've done a bunch of collabs and none of them panned out, and
They
you
have.
really,
I mean,
because what it is you can tell
what
as
does
he
panning
talks,
out mean?
There's this persona.
I'm
and
not
this
quite
bullshit
sure.
He protrudes
I don't know what the
forward.
prerequisites
I'm
are.
rich,
Yeah, what's panning
I
out?
make all these bands, blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden the truth comes through. Man, I did all these collabs in the past and I got nothing out of it. Right? That's the truth. That's all he has to say. Literally, all he has to say is
That's
listen,
not what he feels, though. I mean, I don't know if he feels that, but why would you're just guessing now? We're just
I don't
guessing.
want to do a collab with you because I've done collabs in the past. They don't work out. I never get anything out of it, whether it's money, whether it's popularity, a boost. I never get anything
guessing.
out of it whatsoever. And because of that, I'm afraid of doing another one because it looks like it never works out. So it's like, I kind of understand. So what he's saying is, fool me once, shame on you.
No,
Fool me
he's
twice,
not
shame
saying
on me.
that.
This would be what, his fourth, fifth
Remember,
collab?
this stopped with, I did that for Destiny because I love him. I like Destiny. I did that for him. That's where Philip is now coming to the point where we're saying that collabs didn't work out for me.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
What?
ALT, you're starting to sound like a hater. You're not following logic.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's tough. It's
Doesn't
tough.
think he's gonna get anything out of it. So all right. So
It's
here's the
been tough.
question. I'm not gonna pay this guy any money. He doesn't deserve it. All right.
Then for
We knew
get
that.
his, I'll say it in the way DSP would say it. Get his name out of your mouth. Then it's pretty easy. Then, right?
But how do we guarantee this man that he gets something out of it? Right? How? How do we do that? Right? That's the question. Because everyone wants to see me either play him in Street Fighter or interview him or whatever. So what? How do you?
I mean, even now, his fans are like, look at this. So, like, I'll show you today. I was looking at it. Like, so he'll do a. Let me see. He'll talk about LTG in this. Like, let's see.
Because
He'll
I
put
don't
up a
know
clip.
who's really looking for this gameplay. Sure, they like the drama in the
Yeah.
chat or whatever. Like, who's really wanting to see this match actually happen?
So look at the responses here. Nothing positive about watching your streams. Let's see. Can you please do a Buy My Merch song like Jake Paul? Phil, as someone who still wants to support you and be a fan, you need a break and to disconnect offline. Have some self-discipline. Stay off the mobile game and eating out for a month. Save some money. Take a week off and do stuff with your wife. Grocery shopping and ordering out don't count.
Good Lord. Tearing
Enjoy
this man
your
apart.
stop, you fat pig. Why are you becoming a drama channel? Beefing with LTG isn't very positive at all. It's like he's not getting any positive feedback for this, but you know what really happened is that and tomorrow we're going to be interviewing June, so we probably can't talk about it. But like, like 2 days ago, like there was a change where he turned to, I know we're going to hit the goal, and it was instantly into LTG drama and Ethan Ralph drama. I wonder if Sir Keem or Sir Triple P didn't say, give him a little instructions to try something new, because it really feels like something switched at that moment.
Yeah, I noticed as soon as he started doing the we're going to hit it, there's a little bit of a shift there.
He's live but not on. But it's just
And
something
even today
happened.
when he introed the segment today, he was fumbling all over himself in like anticipation of starting this segment. Like, as much as he claims to not want to do it, and LTG's a bitch-made piece of shit that won't do anything, like, he loves this.
Yeah. It's something's clicked or was told to him, and he's just trying to be like the dented version of like Kino Casino now, and it just is not working. It is just not working. Ikiro says, I would have paid him if he asked. DSP in 2 years. You know that. No, I did not watch eating. I pretend it doesn't exist, Rasma. So I did not see any eating today.
I also didn't see any eating. I left before that bullshit.
He's at 123 viewers right now, so he's got to wait to pick up to at least 200.
How do you do that, right? That's what we got to really figure out. And I think that's the discussion we should begin. Like, how do we get this guy some kind of a guaranteed benefit? So if he actually does,
I don't know, like paying him up front. That's kind of what he's interested in. That's the
He's
guarantee.
only stated that how many times now?
Yeah.
he'll get something out of it. That I can, you know what? I can completely
June and the boys, David.
100% understand that. That I don't think I have an issue with whatsoever. But I just
That's my first porno's name too. June and the Boys.
wish that
Oh
this
yeah.
guy,
Did you tell him about that before he shows up tomorrow? Or you got to
Yep.
let him in on it when he gets there.
June and the Boys, just doing some Juning.
that
Hell
this
yeah.
guy
Hanging with the June.
told the truth.
June in a little
Because he
here,
doesn't.
June in a little there.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
June flying
If he would
everywhere.
just say what it is, that the problem is, then I think people would understand. But he so mixes it with so much bullshit, you can't even get to the point. Like, look, we had to take so long to get to this part to actually
Definitely.
figure out what he was saying. And now we kind of get it, right? The problem is there's another 11 minutes. You really think I'm going to listen to another 11 minutes of this?
You've talked about it for 8 minutes, so I'm gonna guess yes.
Instead of 5, now I need 25,000.
Yep. Thank you. Oh God.
Price just went up.
Yeah.
You like the filters?
Oh
To make
God.
it sound the best.
Simple. So give me
Oh God. Oh God, man. Oh my God. Yeah. Thank
He thinks
you.
he's worth $25,000.
No. He hates you that much. He wants 25,000 to do anything with you. It's pretty simple, actually.
This guy actually thinks he's worth
That's a crazy price tag when you think about it. $25,000 to deal with you is an incredible insult.
25 quilts.
$5,000.
This guy's telling me, of all people, how content creation works on the internet.
Yeah, obviously I have to. I mean, you tried it your way and you got banned from every single platform. You hide your content.
3,700 subs. Come
I
back with
can
something
make
harder
it.
than
Yes,
that,
sir.
DSP.
Sure,
Yes,
I know how
sir.
to make content better than you. You know, I've been around 16 years. I'm not going anywhere. And you're hiding in a little corner of the internet because you're not welcome anywhere. I'm pretty sure I know how to make content better than you, Mr.
Yeah, definitely.
Keemstar offered me an undisclosed amount that was way more than 50K to do XYZ.
Yep.
I'm gonna just leave it at that though. Nobody offers me anything. I'm just a bum, guys.
You heard what he just said.
Yeah?
You heard exactly what he just said, right? You just heard that. That was out of his mouth. I didn't create that clip. He made that clip.
I guess so, Super Scuffer.
What a fucking rube. He doesn't know.
Rube, but yeah, this is why I gotta hope this doesn't stop though, because the verbal sparring is just alien versus you know, it's like level 1 human being versus someone that is very good at the verbal sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like LTG.
You think LTG even knows what a fucking rube is?
I don't think he does. He doesn't deal with that level of stupid word. You know what I'm saying? Like LTG is a fuck
boomer
up.
Ass insults.
I have to say this: LTG is a fuck up in so many ways, but verbal sparring is one thing he does pretty well. And if Philip's bringing Rube to the table, that there will be a massacre. You know what I'm saying? It will happen. If he's saying Rube, you know what I mean? Come on. Oh shit! Here we go. Fun over.
You see now how it works.
Let's go to the beginning.
I walked in here and it smelled like. I'm trying to get the.
All right, here we go.
All right.
What's up, everyone? Good evening. Welcome
Little
to the
skip
stream.
juice.
I'm trying
2
to
minutes
finish
skip
setup. I got
juice.
a million things going on.
I haven't seen any of this game.
Trying to get the office back in order after the feasting with Phil that I did earlier, where I spilled some of the balsamic vinaigrette dressing in here. I walked in here and it smelled like balsamic vinaigrette so strong. I was like, "There's no way I could do my stream unless I fix this." So I went and I got the like Febreze spray, and I sprayed the floor where I had, you know, hit one thing, like where I'd screwed up and accidentally spilled the dressing. I sprayed that.
Why are we getting the breakdown of the fucking cleanup?
I sprayed the air like crazy. Like I went nuts trying to get the whole air cleared out and smell like it smelled better.
Oh my god.
Man, it was stinky. And I was like, whoo. So I tried to do that at the same time I was trying to edit clips out of the podcast.
It was stinky. I know
you guys love the clips I've been doing. You know, like the clips have been doing very well.
You guys love the clips.
And so I want to put out clips for you guys like every day, but it's getting challenging because like they take time to edit out. And I'm working so much already on the stream. You know, I'm in this office around 10:15 a.m. every day.
You want pity for that,
after
or
4 p.m. Like 4:30 p.m. Then I take like a 2-hour break. I'm back in here around 6:30, and I'm here till usually like 10:30 or longer.
Okay.
So all in all, I mean,
we
do the
know
math.
it's been the same shit for years.
A day, most days.
Yeah, you're stuck. Remember how June said you're stuck?
And it's like, when do I have time? I'm really trying to cram and get stuff done because I know the clips have been working and you guys like them, and the highlights are important to a lot of people.
Yeah,
but
those 1,000 viewers.
I tried to do 2 before I started the stream tonight.
You should just watch the tractor clips.
And I was rushing. They're
like,
people in the chat who were like,
they're put out
I don't
more
even have the chat
frequently.
open yet. I'm trying to get it open right now. Or people in the chat like, oh, you know, where is he? Like, well, I'm gonna be here. I swear. You know me. I'll be here. It's just
but you're going to be late, and that's not like you're late for the people that really want to see you live to put shit out that they don't, you know, they're not going to see right away.
Matter of, I'm trying to get.
So it's like, it's not like an excuse for being late for people that want to see you live, you know. Oh, guys, I'm working on clips. Okay, well, I'm here to watch you live right now. You know.
Yeah, they don't watch that, or they more than likely don't watch that content. So
yeah, I already saw that in the morning.
Doesn't benefit them at all.
I was watching it live
at the same time. So, okay, I'm just getting the chat open now so I can see you guys. Let's see what you guys are talking about, because a lot of people are talking here.
Well, not that many.
Let's see.
There is...
it's all screwed up. My touchpad is having issues. I think I need to clean it.
Dude, what isn't having issues with this fucking guy? He was doing Discord tech support today.
I'm having a lot of problems with this particular touchpure, trying to move it around.
And he's completely abandoned the PC migration, by the way.
Oh, he has?
Full bore going into buying a brand new one.
Bubbles and the bubble stuff.
Bubble,
would go all over it. And then it would like not work.
Bubble juice?
Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's like gunked up.
It's gunked up, yep.
It's gunked up. Gunked up with bubble juice.
Gotta clean out those pipes, brother.
Actually, I think that actually did something because it seems to be working better. So there you go. It was that simple. It just needed to be wiped down really, really hard and get
Fucking
probably later
balsamic
gunk
vinaigrette
off it.
all over the trackpad. And he wonders why
What's
it
up,
doesn't
everyone?
work.
Good evening.
Couldn't imagine why.
What's everyone up to? Gabriel the Blessed says, I watched your Feasting with Phil. It's actually Feasting with the King again. We've retitled it Feasting with the King because the King moniker is back to stay. Enough with people on the internet trying to naysay me and make me not be able to be who I am.
Oh.
I am the king, okay?
No,
I'm
actually,
the king. Yes, he literally said it.
I am the king. You actually were cucked so hard by the side scrollers, you decided to change your name. That was the real reason you changed your name from the king.
On
So
the
let's just get
internet
that straight.
trying to naysay me and make me not be able to be who I am. I am the king, okay?
Oh, yes. I am the king.
He says, I've enjoyed your Greek food.
King of
Greek food was
what?
absolutely delicious. I'm ready for a great stream. Yeah, it was great. That was one of the better Feasting with the Kings that I've done, for sure. Really enjoyed it. Amazing food. Filled me. You know, good bang for the buck. Zero complaints whatsoever about that meal. Very happy.
Great
Unlike
bang
the last
for the
one I had, like,
buzz.
a month and a half ago that sucked ass. This one was like super
Got
good.
a good bang for
So,
the
there
buck.
you
It
go.
filled him right up.
Filled
If
me
you
up.
know,
Sandy,
you know,
can
you
watch it
know.
over on DSP Reacts. The video is already live. Feasting with the King, a Mediterranean feast at a hero or gyro, as they say in America. I had souvlaki chicken.
A hero.
I had rice. I had a beef salad. I had hummus. I had pita bread. Super good. Super good meal.
I'm spilling my
What's up, Michael? He
balsamic
says, "Then they're
vinegar
good." He
all
really
over
loves
the
the gyros
floor.
too. Andy Young says, just so
No.
you're aware, I got the platinum on the game. I was
Not
90%
happening.
of the game is a cakewalk, but the challenge levels are insanely hard. One took me 2 hours. So what you're saying is there's optional challenge stages at the end that are super tough. Okay, fair enough. Good to know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, fair
What's
enough.
up, Slayer? He's here tonight.
I don't
He's
think
gonna
it's
play
an
WWE
applicable
Champions
thing
League
to say.
6. Cool.
but
When
that's
you remember
fine.
you're 7, then we can finally start doing like special events and stuff. Which is great.
Nice. Congratulations, Slayer.
I'll be playing WWE Champions this Tuesday night. By the way, Slayer, you're gonna send me your videos for this month, right? Because I don't think you sent them yet, right? The private patron react videos. You're sending them soon. I have them for Monday night. Go Get Us says, would you say August was my best month ever? No. I used to have insanely good months on YouTube, back in the day. There are no exaggeration.
Yeah, and
I
that one
used to
December,
have
he made
months on YouTube
$18,000.
where I had like 12 to 15 million views, and it was regular that would happen, crazy. But that was way back in the day, now I don't even bring in 1 million. It was a good spike. I think overall,
Yeah.
I went from something like 600,000 views, on DSP Gaming, up to about 880,000 views. So it was like a huge spike in attention by far, like a ginormous spike. Now that has, petered off a bit because honestly, since a couple weeks ago with the County of the Keemstar interview and all of that, Kino Casino's been on vacation.
No, it was all downhill
I'm
from
not doing
there.
collabs
Yep.
with them. They're not doing collabs with me. We're not getting much. We're not getting the full cross audience again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it may definitely pick up.
We're
again
not
when
getting
these
the
guys are back
cross
and we start doing
audience.
content again.
We.
Because they obviously need his audience.
I need my boyfriends.
Okay, Slayer says he'll be sending the email. Great, I'm looking forward to that.
Come
And he says the
back.
set of challenge levels are in each universe. You need to beat them to 100% the game.
Come
Set
back.
of challenge levels.
I don't
Like,
give a
beat
shit
the
what you're
first
talking
universe.
about.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm curious
Alright, you mean the
how
warps?
Slayer's got so
I've
much
done some
money
of
for
them
these private
already, but
reacts
I
still
didn't
after
get to the
getting
hard ones,
addicted to
obviously.
WWE Champions.
What's up, Jay? Good evening. Good to have you here.
What's up, dude?
All right, we're gonna...
Want to answer this question? Atlas, are you restreaming the React?
Oh man, I'm on the fence about it. I really I want to go with no because I have things to do around the house.
All right, you heard it here.
Get
You
started
fuck
momentarily.
shit.
no.
Give me like another 3 minutes and we'll jump into the game. Chill night stream vibe tonight.
Yep. How
Whatever
do we
you guys want
support?
to chat about, I'm down to talk.
How do we support?
And treat
How about
it both
sports?
as a gaming session and as a hangout session. That's kind of the point of these later night chiller streams.
Chiller
People
streams.
were even saying they thought Astro
I
Bot
love
is better
chiller
as a chill stream. But we'll see.
streams.
We'll see how it goes
Chiller.
tonight. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. The streak continues. 8 straight streams, crushing the King's Tips goal. Again, it continues. It's excellent. I'm just so happy that one stream that derailed everything, that Black Myth Wukong stream, really was the fluke, and every other stream's been great.
Okay.
So thank you for all of your
It's
support.
Black
Thanks
Myth
for the engagement.
Wukong's fault, obviously.
It is helping a ton right now. Absolutely. Thank you. So Gabriel the Blessed just gifted a membership. First contribution of the night, and it went to Guardian Angel X7. Congrats, Guardian Angel. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Thank you for that, Gabriel. And now that's WAP just gifted a membership.
Thanks,
and now
Gabriel.
I went to DZ.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats, DZ, and enjoy.
Congrats,
Thank you guys
DZ.
for starting the support tonight. It would be great to start with tips. Get the tips rolling so we can get the momentum going, get the King's Droppers, start to fill with coin, so that we can keep
Pick
that
it up.
momentum going for the King's streak. Okay?
Get the momentum up. I don't like what I'm seeing out here.
Guys.
Oh, the challenge level center around PlayStation buttons. Instead of circle levels? Oh, I haven't even done a single one there. I don't know. I beat the whole first world and I didn't find those.
Oh, I got the chat up, I think. There you go.
Maybe I'll find them later. I don't know.
All right.
Interesting. What's up, Mostly Real Vibes? How you doing? So as more people join, welcome everyone to the late night chill stream.
220.
If you're here to hang out and have a good time, you are very welcome. If you're here for drama, you're on the wrong stream. The drama stream was earlier. We did drama on the podcast. We're doing drama for today.
Morning drama.
But if you're here, please click the like button. The engagement helps a ton on YouTube. So please click the like button if you're here to have a good time. All right? Oh, by the way, major positive
for a bad
update.
time, actually.
The samples have arrived. Tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast, I will show you all merchandise samples from this company
there we go.
that wants to actually work with me to make merchandise. They've done some demo products to show you tomorrow. And
all right, okay, maybe I don't do the react, but I might restream the pre-stream.
There you go.
This kind of
That's the
sounds
play.
interesting.
There's the play.
All right, I think that's what we're doing.
That's the play.
I'll try to work with this company and see if they want to set up a merch store for me. And I'll probably start sending them a whole bunch of logos and things to work with. I know that you guys want the Philomania shirt already. I only wore it once, and I already have people asking, can we buy it? I'm like, well, not yet. But now I think maybe yes. You know, we'll have to see how to get this set up and see how it's going to work. Okay.
Oh, so it's going to be samples of like just generic shit, not even like official DSP shit. It's going to be generic. Like, here's our shirt material.
It's literally just going to be materials. That's
that's what it sounds like. It sounds like it. I can't confirm it. But
Go Get It says, would I sell autographed merch? I can't. I don't work for this company. I'm not. I won't physically be there in their manufacturing area.
They can figure that out.
To sign them. You understand? Like, this would be you order from them designs that are about me, and then they mail it direct to you.
Well,
way I don't have to do any processing work or anything.
Okay.
I'm not
too much
buying
work.
the shirts first myself, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was part of the segment today. Was that he's doing as little work as possible.
Yes.
That was the big ups for them. Is they're going to do all of the designing. He just does nothing and gets paid.
I don't have the insane amount of money to invest into a production line of clothing for myself. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure they can figure that out, but all right. Let's just move on positively.
All right. You want to fucking do something?
No tips. Come on. Without tips, I can't talk about
tomorrow on the podcast.
Just waiting for tips.
Had to snap himself out of it.
All right, so anyway, tomorrow on the podcast.
All right, guys, so, okay.
That's what we'll be doing. We'll be looking at those shirts.
Just staring at his email.
Had him in a trance.
I'll probably try to talk about some game news tomorrow.
Just staring at the inbox.
Probably get caught up on gaming news topics and things like that, and go from there. Anyone have anything to chat about or anything tonight, or do we just begin? Right now, we have 2 gifted memberships. Thank you for those, but really looking to get the tips train started tonight. The first tip of the night. Who will be the first tipper of the night to get it rolling and to get that top tip spot and sit on the throne?
Wouldn't it be crazy, ALT, if we was here for the rest of the night, 0 tips?
Oh, no, that's not happening. That's not happening.
I know.
We are out at the first tip after gameplay, so we might be here a little bit, but we'll see. We are out after that. Big day tomorrow.
He's got a divorce line, apparently. You have to go.
Big day tomorrow.
On the DSP Reacts channel. You don't have to ask me how it was. You can actually go watch it for yourself. It's live.
Big up to Jay Wusso.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think they left.
No, right now I have no plans.
I don't think they don't give a shit about that small potatoes person. But if the website, they might care actually. But I don't think WB is going to do anything.
For Funko Fusion, I don't have time for it.
It's the company itself has to approve your logo, and they will probably be the ones that will say if that's good or not.
Okay. No, right now I have no plans for Funko Fusion. I don't have time for any other games right now. We have to focus on the games that I'm playing.
I don't even know what that game is.
And get through them before we can consider taking on other games.
Okay,
There's so many other games coming out. There's this Funko Fusion. There's Dead Rising Remastered. There's Epic Mickey Remastered. There's the casting of Frank Stone, which I skipped, which people still want me to play. Plus, the games I'm playing, I can't consider, let's add another one. Let's add another one. You can't. I got to play games and finish them. I can't just play them once and then move on. A lot of streamers do that, but I don't think that's what you want from me. You want me to actually finish some good games, right?
Sure.
Good evening, X-Shooter. Yes, the villain, Papa John's garlic dipping sauce is indeed awful. I think it's absolutely disgusting. I do. I think it's absolutely gross.
Fucking opinion right there, folks.
Ooh,
Papa John's garlic dipping sauce is delicious.
Do you get an extra one, or do you stick with the one standard?
I stick with the 1 because every time I've asked for an extra one, they fucking forgot it anyway. I quit wasting my time.
Okay, yeah. Because I think the 1, you need the 1, but 2 is kind of overdoing it. But I do get the 1. I know some people that are addicted to that shit and get like 2 extra ones, but that's over the top for me. Lord
I had a
Kate's,
guy that made some fish that soaked in it overnight, and that fish was delicious. So
that seems like it would taste good. For sure. Not the healthiest of options, but that would taste good.
hell no, but it was delicious.
Lord Kane says, new setup, but still get Max. Oh, Maximilian is on another universe compared to DSP. It's not even worth mentioning them in the same sentence. Hello?
Right?
Any tips? Got those tips? Looking for the tips.
Okay.
Got the tips?
All right. WWE Champions will be on Tuesday night. This coming Tuesday night will be the next WWE Champions
Thank God.
stream.
Need my champions.
It'll be another new week, a different event going on, and all kinds of stuff. So,
oh wow,
the dog. Thank you so much for a $2 tip. Excuse me,
there
a $2 super chat. Let me get that up on the leaderboard, and then we will get set up here to begin.
Big up, Secret. That's crazy.
I'm actually ready to go. It's just I just don't remember if this has to be here or there there. I can't remember which side of the screen it has to be on.
I'm actually ready to go. I'm just waiting for more contributions. Could you please pick that up, please? Max was on Fox News. That's crazy.
Thank you so much.
I didn't know that. That's news to me.
But any stream he does is you're looking at thousands of viewers. So I mean, different universe.
Tip. From Slayer, he says, I want to start the tips. Can't wait for the react and private react.
Thanks, Slayer.
I sent another food video for tomorrow.
Too fucking slow,
cool.
Slayer.
I really
Why
like
were you
those.
holding
I like
out?
the food videos you sent. Those are fun. And
yeah.
And Slayer, no offense about the K-pop stuff. I'm very happy the last few months it hasn't been K-pop stuff. Because we did so much K-pop stuff, it kind of gets such overload that I really don't have much to say about it anymore. It's kind of hard to enjoy it when you've done so much of it.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it's not.
Nice.
I don't ever want to go back to it. I get
Get
it. You'll
fucked,
probably want
Slayer.
me to react to it again at some point.
Get
But I'm very glad we're getting a big extended break from the K-pop stuff. With the,
I hate that K-pop
react.
shit. It's weird.
Seriously, we needed it.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's definitely some strange DSP reacts.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here. Retro Parasite says, in October, will I be playing Metaphor or Unknown 9 or Starship Troopers? Out of all those, the only one I even know about is Metaphor, and that's a maybe. I am interested in it. It's a maybe. I want to play it. It's just stupid Atlas. I don't know if I can trust them or not.
Oh! What?
My bad.
It's a maybe. I want to play it. It's just stupid Atlas. I don't know if I can trust them or not.
Stupid Atlas. Can't trust them. I said that to myself. Can't trust them.
Slayer, that's the thing. Like, how can I play WWE Champions on a weekend when I'm so backlogged on games I'm supposed to be playing? Like, these are new releases. Astrobot came out a week ago. I played it once. This is my second night ever playing this game. It's been out for a whole week. I need to be playing the new games. This is more important than WWE Champions, you know?
Yeah, I play that every day. I'm tired of it.
It is. Like, I totally want to play WWE Champions more. I feel like we could play it 2-3 times a week, and it would probably work well because we'd be able to actually participate and make events and events and things. But right now, I feel like here's what happened. My momentum and people being interested in seeing me do this kind of stuff happened at a bad time for my normal content. Because right now you got so many games coming out. You got at least one game a week coming out, and I just can't play them all. I can't even get through them. Because then there's another one, and then another thing happens. Like, when do I get time to play the games, right?
But he's the one spending an hour talking about an LTG today. Like, that was his decision.
Yes.
So I want to play more Champions. I really do. I think it would be great to play more. But I can't right now. We'll do it Tuesday night.
Man, that's a sentence you never thought you'd hear 2 months ago, is it? I want to play more Champions.
Next week, how I can squeeze. Next week, I have nothing crazy
how
going
time
on.
moves
I have
in the
no
vortex,
appearances scheduled. I have no interview scheduled. It's just a normal week of content for me next week.
Okay.
So finally, a full
so boring week ahead, boys. Get ready.
Dents in all the games. Maybe we can actually finish.
Making dents.
Warhammer. We can get really far in Astrobot. Right? We could do some fun variety of fighting game stuff. We have a week before Terry Bogard comes out. He comes out on the 24th, I think, is Street Fighter 6.
Can't wait.
So we have a bit to bounce around all the other stuff I'm doing, and maybe we'll be able to play Champions a couple times, 3 times next weekend. We'll see. All right?
All right.
That's cool. Andy Young says they're making a DLC for this, and it's free. That's cool to know. That's the thing. I want Stardew Valley back, King Michael. Stardew Valley has been awesome. Has it not? It's been the ultimate chill stream. We haven't played it in weeks. We just, whole week I had no night streams because I was doing reacting to my documentary, and now we're trying to play catch up and
I thought
I feel
that'd
like
be cool,
eventually
but it
we're
was the
gonna play
opposite of
catch-up, but It's
cool.
gonna be a long process. I feel like it's gonna be months. now because
Sometimes
there's
you
too many new
don't know
games,
what you got
and
until
I
you
gotta
have it. You
focus
know?
on
Yep.
the games as they come out. You know what I mean? So I do feel like this is gonna be a process that's gonna take a long
Okay.
time before we can feel calm again.
We're stalling
It
because
is
we
what
have
it- you know what it is, though?
240
It's better
viewers.
to be busy than to be slow and bored. That's
Yeah,
the truth.
definitely.
I'd much rather have too much to do and too much to juggle than not enough. And have
Yes.
everyone saying, "Oh, I'm so bored. There's nothing for Phil to do. We're not interested." It's the opposite. Everyone
Any
wants to see
game
me play
playing
every
happening
game.
or
Everyone wants
no?
to see me go out and do more content. Everyone wants
Oh.
to see me do. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. It's good to be in demand.
Is there any game
yeah,
happening
you're really in
tonight?
demand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we shall begin.
Do we play
Let's boot
games
her
or?
up,
Oh,
folks.
okay, here we go.
Booting her up right
Again, I
now.
haven't played
The
this,
old trick. Come on, we're waiting for
exactly, and
tips.
that's when I last played it.
All right, gameplay. Oh, wait till YouTube mode. That's when we count. YouTube mode is the start of the game.
Hello, everyone. DSP
Yeah.
from KO Gaming here.
I'll go for hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome. Well, I don't think he's really going to say KO Gaming.
No,
All right.
it's a,
So
what,
guys, thanks so much for being here to chill.
okay. What you make your guess for the after he goes YouTube mode. I'm gonna go with hello and welcome. What are you gonna go with?
I'm going to go. Can I just go with a straight welcome back?
Welcome back is fine. Welcome back is fine. Okay. Do you, Atlas says welcome back. I have hello. Wait. I have. What did I say again? Hello,
and
everyone.
welcome, wasn't
Hello and
it?
welcome. Hello and welcome. Yeah.
Oh, please like the stream if you're here to
Okay,
enjoy.
not
and have a
YouTube
good
mode yet.
time. I know I am. Liking the stream helps a ton. And please contribute in some way, whether it is super chat, membership, get the membership or tip. All of that would be greatly appreciated. All right.
I fucking love Ape Escape.
Hell yeah.
So I guess the title screen changes depending on who you've rescued. See that? I
Oh,
rescued all these
what?
guys.
That's
So
cool.
now they're actually here on the title.
We need a
screen,
new
which is
Ape
kinda cool.
Escape game. Real talk.
All right. YouTube mode not on yet.
Nice.
And
Yes, the no signal thing is normal. I don't know why this capture device does it, but it only does it for a little bit and then it stops. So.
okay. YouTube mode
All
not
right,
on
you
yet.
ready?
Here we go. YouTube
The zips
mode.
amount is still 0. It should be
On.
1. Let's change that. Let's get it more than 1. Let's get the momentum going towards 150, everybody. Okay. I forgot to also put $1 next to Slayer's name.
Okay. Still not YouTube mode.
There we go.
And
Really stalling.
YouTube mode.
Come
All right,
on.
here we go.
Here we go. Right here.
Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Oh.
Astro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
It's been a week, like no lie. My life recently has been so wild and crazy. And
So
packed with So
wild.
much crazy stuff going on between
Both win. Yeah, both
interviews
win. That pays
appearances,
both.
And then trying to juggle new games.
See, I was
and
willing to
brand
give
new
that
fighting
one to
games.
you.
Yeah, I played
I
two
felt like it
straight
was
games.
more close
I'll
to what you
pay
said to
both.
me.
I'll pay both. That's fine.
It's been rough to try to catch up and maintain all the new releases, but I tell you right now, Astrobot was great when I played it a week ago when it came out. I love the game, and I'm going to keep playing it regularly starting now. We're actually playing it today and then on this major stream this week before my stream.
Okay.
Okay. So last
Wonders
time
why
we
he doesn't
beat
fucking
all of
play
this
any of these
world, correct?
games.
This is the
Uh-huh.
Lola Nebula. It's claiming
All right,
there's
now
an
we're officially
Astrobot
live.
in
First
it.
tip,
Now,
and we
how
are
can I
out.
find the
That will
missing
be it for
Astrobot,
tonight.
brother?
Let's see how long we're
It should
stuck.
Tell us if we're missing someone. Right?
Do I use our? We have 6 minutes of skip juice. If I use it all, if I devour it all, we could be gone. Do I risk it or not, chat?
What did we miss?
What do you
That's the
think?
way I
What's
like
that?
to use it.
All right, I will.
Oh,
Oh
I
yes,
found a
don't
secret
tip
level.
Snood. Don't get us out here
Rumble
early,
1, there
okay?
was a secret
Yeah,
level
here we go.
that I
Come on.
missed.
Ready?
All right, let's do it.
Devoured. We're still at 1.
Still here.
We are
Yeah,
live
the
and still
checkpoint is-
here.
What is that? I don't know.
That's my favorite part of the react is I save like 30 minutes of skip juice so I can just leave early. That's my
All right, we're still here. Astrobot coming at you. I've never seen a single second of this, so seems to be
no.
pretty chill.
Oh, he got that one killed.
Fall Guys style.
Wow, no checkpoints
Looking.
on these levels,
Just
huh?
reminiscent of that.
Platformer
No
ALT.
checkpoints.
Oh, okay,
You know,
okay.
Your zoomer brain can't
Yes.
fathom what a normal platformer looks like without it being
Giving
Fall
me
Guys. But
Fall Guys vibes. I'll say that. Or we got the Kirby's something buffet game. My kids have that game. It looks like that too. Where you're Kirby trying to get to the end of the level. Looks like that. That's my official
I don't
take
even
on
know
it.
that game.
Yeah, it's hype.
Your kids are bigger gamers than me.
What the
Uh-huh.
hell just happened?
This is
That
rough.
was odd.
It's like watching those Mario streams.
All right, let's see how the chat is taking it. You should go back and do the other from Gorilla Galaxy.
How am I supposed to see
What's
the distance
going on
I'm going?
here?
It's very hard because it's not a 3D game. I'm not worrying
Definitely
about
a lot
3D
going on.
And because you're behind the character, it's actually hard to see.
This
how
is
far
very
you
clearly
are.
a children's game. Though.
Yeah, he's bitching about it.
Twice now, too.
It's very
Yeah.
hard to play, huh? All right, Philip. I think we can handle this game.
And to be fair, he was just bragging about beating a Pokemon game.
Yeah,
for
come
3DS,
on.
So I guess that's about the same level. Jump into the right's a fucking dented move.
Don't
I don't know
fuck.
why he
This is very
keeps doing
frustrating. I
that.
can't
That's
tell
it,
how
Felt the
far
Channel.
I
Dream
am
Buffet,
as I'm
yeah.
jumping.
It looks like that. All right, come on. This is how you
can't
don't play
see the
live.
shadow. As you jump, you can't really see the shadow.
Yes, you
You can't
can.
tell where you're gonna land.
You could just look at the shadow. It's there, clearly. There is 3D in this game. He doesn't believe in that, so maybe that's it.
I'd say it's almost like that's been a feature of 3D platformers since Mario 64 did it.
He always bitches about the shadow. Like, he thinks it's his get-out-of-jail-free card when he fucks 3D games up. But there is a shadow, actually, interestingly enough.
There is, and it is useful, but you don't rely on it exclusively.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looked like I was on the platform, but I fall because you can't see where you're gonna land.
Well,
It's
yeah.
only hard because there's no
Use
shadow
your
that you can see.
mind.
You're floating in space.
Use your mind.
Yeah, use your spatial awareness, bozo.
I look like I was on
No, it's very dumb. You have to redo the whole stage from the start. That's a waste of your time.
It's not a very long stage.
Mr. Gorehouse says, why is he so bad? It always has an excuse. That's his superpower. Always has an excuse, no matter what. Oh, nothing compares to you, Rue, Mr. Gorehouse. Nice pull.
Oh yeah. Nice, he did it again. Classic.
I was
Fill
over
up.
it.
Fill
Well,
up.
I thought it was going to be a nice chill stream. This is going to be a frustrating, annoying ass stream now. Because of how they made this stupid stage. This stage
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
stupid as hell.
rage.
Astrobot's got him tilted already.
Dude. I'm gonna start raging.
Right.
His anger is only compounded by the fact he hasn't received another tip since he started.
That's really why we're pissed. Let's see if he goes right again at those lasers.
Yeah, if he goes right again, I'm convinced he's throwing, because that's so stupid.
Pretty sure you should never do that in this game.
Oh
All
my
right, Philip,
god.
think. All right, we went forward at least.
All right, you got it. Let's go.
Use our brains. Okay, we're using them. Yes.
Let's go. Oh
Here
boy,
we go,
it's
boys.
spinning.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell.
No, there's more. It continues. Is it the checkpoint? I have no idea.
He's looking for
Oh, there's a
checkpoints.
checkpoint.
Come on. You guys thought Kirby.
He didn't jump. He didn't even fucking jump.
I was supposed to know you have to jump and you don't have momentum that will launch you. Dude,
What?
Come on, you fucking idiots.
When has this game demonstrated
Oh my God,
so
that
far
is
in this
horrible
level you
game
have
design.
momentum?
I
There's
know.
no way to know you would have no
Beginner's
momentum for no
trap.
good
That's
reason
his
after
chat,
going
by the way.
downhill, and it
Jamal
wouldn't
the
propel you.
Titan.
Logic
Smitty Weberman
dictates
Jensen
you have
says,
bad momentum
and you guys
to
thought
launch
Kirby
you
was
up.
Dark
You're on a
Souls.
ball going down a hill, but not in this game. Now there's no physics at all, apparently. No laws of momentum apply.
No laws of momentum.
In Astrobot? Sure, man. I don't know the Astrobot lore of, the universe enough to tell you there is.
What was that? Volrav that says
I already
Astrobot
had
killed the
stage
streak,
one,
dude.
The game developers suck, and then you have to redo it 17 more
I'd
fucking
laugh so
times.
hard
I'm
if
not
I wake
happy
up
about
and those are the clips I see in my feed.
Ryan says we need him to play more platformers. I know he is dented in these. Uh-oh. Nice.
Oh my
Perfect
God.
I
hit.
touched it. Sure I did.
Dude. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
2024, game developers haven't figured out people don't want to redo the same repetitive parts of the stage 4,000 times that they've already mastered. and it gets boring, and you basically get, you know,
What?
you get sloppy because you already beat it a million times.
Yeah.
You do that same part of the stage. It's very bad game design.
It's almost like you need to have some self-control or something. Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, Philip, come on. Yes.
You got it, boss.
Hell yeah.
Kill
All right, we're almost to the same spot we got to before.
Here we go.
Gotta jump.
Easy mode.
Well, I almost didn't make it again.
He almost didn't make it. He got it.
I really fucked it again.
I thought he didn't make it.
Shadow, catch them on the Midnight Channel. This is from Persona 4. The mascot.
Big up
Toast
Face.
Their name. Then later on, you found out that there's actually
with the
inside of the
noob
mascot. Remember? I can't remember what the name of it was, but okay.
All right, we gotta get to our
Q&A.
Q&A
He called LTG a noob today.
Oh, the noob. Okay.
Teddy, that was his name, Teddy. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Teddy. Oh,
I
Teddy.
received a $5 tip.
Hey, we're out of
Astrobot is the
here.
most fun game I played in a long time. Could it be game of the year? Says Zero Cool. I want to play more, but I mean, I like it. I'm going to tell you, the lack of checkpoints in those stages is going to piss me off tremendously because I don't want to repetitively do the same parts over and over like an idiot because I've already mastered them. You're wasting my time.
Yeah, definitely.
But I guess they went that route, the same exact route as Mario, because Mario was the same, remember? And so was Rayman, and so was all the platformer games. So I guess that's what they're going for, just copying everybody else.
What?
It's almost like that's how platformers work or something. I don't
I'm
know.
genuinely enjoying the game overall. The regular stages are ingenious to some extent. I can't wait to do one of those, but we do have these challenge ones to do right now. Thank you, Zero Cool, for
you done?
$5 tip.
Guys, pick it up.
I appreciate that.
Fuck that, Zero Cool.
Accidentally, look what I did. Look at this. I keep getting.
They actually better pick it up, or they're never going to hit the king streak, dude. This is a slow pace.
I'm not used to it on this keyboard.
This robust 270 viewers here.
Okay. 2 down, 2 to go.
Anonymous
here.
better come through with that extra $130 or whatever. So
just do it now, Anonymous, please. Spinho says, remember, the new field doesn't hate on devs anymore. Yes, Spinho, he doesn't. All right, let's get to the question, though.
These are optional. You don't have to do these stages. Okay, it's good to know that I don't have to do them if I don't wish.
All right, I kind of want to see one more. Dude,
okay, it's good to know
first enemy, first possibility of getting hit. Bop! Later!
Now, wait a minute. I couldn't even
Thanks for playing, brother!
Inspiring because the guy getting zapped away, I couldn't even see that.
Yep, definitely.
The beginner's trap. How is he supposed to know, stupid?
This is purely about hovering. See, just hover right into it.
Yeah, you get it? Kind of getting the idea here? Or, oh. Nice. Oh, God, that was close. That was so close.
There we go.
There we go. Nailed it. And bopped.
No,
Sniped.
I was moving. I was totally moving.
Fill up.
What the?
Fill up.
I was moving. I was totally moving and jumping.
I was totally moving.
Tell me what happened there. That's dumb. Yeah, these are.
You weren't moving and jumping enough, idiot.
Lord K in the house says Super Mario 64 style before fighting Bowser, yet he can't do this. Remember, smarter than 99% of the people on the planet.
He
says.
But somehow he shoots up and
dude.
catches me in midair.
All right, well, I'm
That's
gonna
what
get
he
stuck.
says. I gotta believe him.
I'm gonna get stuck if we keep watching. Let's get to the Q&A. So, what is the most basic thing for others that is difficult for DSP? Okay, and I'm reading the answers here. Francisco says finding the double-sided tape behind LED strips. Good one. Good one. Terrius Gaming taking the trash out. Pot noodles, mortgage papers, or exercise bikes, says Robert Williams. Big Guy says anything related to computers. He updates his drivers but doesn't restart the computer. Yeah. Down for the disposal, not lying. Uterage says laundry, remember the uneven load stuff. How to be a smart
he's
consumer.
also said that he wants to get a new washer or a new dryer to deal with the uneven load.
Cooking, cleaning, daily activities. Correct. Aloha snack bar. Trina says speaking to humans. Exalted Donut says using your brain. Grabbing a bowl of chicken without your hands trembling and lifting the TV upstairs. Oh, both good. Paying taxes, making appointments, talking about someone's experience or emotions, not his own. Driving on the highway, taking care of your household. Oh, God. Black Doom says, not realizing Panda was on the bed with her butt up meant time for action. Instead, he kept filming a dumb vlog. That's a good one.
This is true. This is true.
Rainy day fun. Disposing of bacon grease. Not lying. Reading.
What?
Scheduling a change of oil.
He didn't throw a projectile yet. How did I get
Sex with wife. That was a popular one. All right.
I haven't heard mail yet. He does drive to his mailbox.
That's true,
so.
yes. Okay, Q&A finished. Let's watch the one more death, and then we're out of here. So you are confirming, though, Atlas, you will do the pre-stream tomorrow? Can you confirm that, or what?
Yes, confirmed pre-stream tomorrow. As soon as the react starts, I'm fucking done with it. I'm not spending all day watching him react.
That is confirmed. That is confirmed. And, of course, June documentary will be tomorrow. On that being said, I will watch one more death. Then we're out of here. Then we are out of here forever.
I wanted to come back next week.
Yeah, we'll be next week. We got to watch part 3, which is an hour long itself. So that'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
Part 3 of episode 838.
Looking forward to that one. Okay. He's never dying again, ALT.
I know. Watch him go the whole stream now. No dying. That'd be funny. Look at this gamer. Oh, hell yeah. Hovering.
There we go.
And there we go. We are out of here. You're all legends. See you tomorrow. Bye. 11:30 a.m. 11:30 a.m. Bye-bye.